Overcast skies, but some sun peeking through as Ivy Play returns to Ithaca. A pair of rivals that have played some close games over the years, both looking for their first conference wins. It's the 3-2 Brown Bears and the 1-4 Cornell Big Red. What's up, everybody? Nick DeLuca with William H. Carrier Engineering Professor and former Cleveland Brown Matt Miller. Happy to have you in this afternoon. Matt, let's start with Cornell. Coming off their first win over Bucknell last Saturday. Wasn't perfect. Dan Swanstrom saying there's plenty to work on this week, but moving closer to an identity, and that's running the ball and playing good defense.
That's right. I think the defense has shown up every game. Offense has shown up in spurts. And I think one of the things that Coach Swanstrom talks about is that getting that 60 minutes out of his players instead of the 55. And I think you started to see some of that last week. They've laid down a little scar tissue by holding holding it off at the end and not giving it up. So this is a team that's what coaches are hoping for is that they're on the rise.
Yeah, Coach pointing out room to learn how to finish with a couple of turnovers late in that game against Bucknell. On the other side for Brown, James Perry's team getting off to a strong start, but a couple of conference losses early on in 2025. Last week against Princeton, a team that's been so good at taking the ball away, turned it over.
That's really kind of been a little bit of their trademark, is that they've done such a good job of hanging on to the ball. And, he's seen, in his team, he's seen glimpses of greatness and of something less than that. So I think they've got a little bit of the same thing going on. This is a team that throws the ball a lot and might even appear to be kind of a finesse team. But as both coaches, several coaches said for Cornell, I said, this is a team that's just going to hit you right in the mouth on offense and on defense. So these guys are going to look forward to a pretty physical game. I think both defenses are going to be playing pretty physically, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, James Perry really encouraged by his team start, saying it's the best we've played through 5 games in a few years, and also mentioned in that loss to Princeton last week, felt like, sometimes it's a bit of a cop-out to talk about the turnovers and that being the other thing that you need to clean up, but he felt like they played well against Princeton outside of a few critical mistakes, and that's what did them in. Cornell has 14 giveaways in 5 games. Only 15 FCS programs have more. All have played more games. So trying to find a way to take care of the football against a team that has been really good at taking it away. Brown defense that has been one of the most disruptive units in the FCS, top 20 in sacks. And they forced 12 turnovers, 6 fumbles, 6 interceptions. That's also top 20 across the country. Are just about set for meeting 72 between Cornell and Brown here in Ithaca. Big Red won the toss and elected to defer the option to the second half. So we will get a look at the Brown offense.
So it's trustee week here at Cornell this week. So had some trustees participating in the coin flip, which is always kind of fun.
Will Buck to kick it away. Ajay Rahman back to return it, and we are off and running here in Ithaca. And Elias Archie will wave fair catch. Brown will start their day from the 25-yard line. James Murphy of the Bears offense getting going for the first time today. Looking to get back on track after hitting a bump last Saturday against Princeton. 3 turnovers and a slow second half. James Perry saying during the week, you forget sometimes that, James is young. You need to put him in better position. That's players around him, and he felt like he could have done a better job of being the play caller as well. Sends Pezza in motion. Into the air on the first play of the day. Swings it out into the flat. Nothing doing. Johnny Williamson stood strong at the point of attack. And a loss of a yard.
Really jammed that up, combined with the high pass. Kind of made for a weird-looking grouping out there. But Williamson made the play. Had 2 Brown players. He just grabbed them both.
It's a Brown offense that likes to spread the football around. 14 players caught a pass last week. Also been good on the ground. First carry for the 2024 Ivy League Rookie of the Year in Matt Childs, who's got a couple over the right side. And it's 3rd and long on the opening drive of the day for the Bears.
Child's been their go-to guy. 3rd and long, opportunity for this defense to have a 3 and out.
Cornell defense that's continued to be the heartbeat for the Big Red. Another strong day last week against Bucknell. 3rd and long. Murphy taking a shot down the sideline. Wrestle for possession. There's a flag out. Still no signal.
And someone's going to be on Cornell.
And it's caught for a first down.
Oh, he's got the ball.
Finally a signal, and it's Trevor Foley hauling it in. The standout sophomore that Brown is so excited about.
Worth looking again at that. Seems like he must have caught it behind the defender. What a great play.
And what a grab for Trevor Foley, who's come on the last couple of weeks. 3 catches against Princeton. That was a season high. Back to the ground with Childs. Not much there.
When they're successful, Brown has had a steady diet of Childs. Both running, slashing at it in the inside and also running to the outside. Maybe it wasn't Childs that time. Was it?
It's a Brown offense that has leaned into the run a bunch this season. And Jackson Bennett getting his turn on an inside give. Doesn't have much room. Ben Sahakian making that last tackle. This Brown team that's deep at running back will rotate through, do that across the board. Spin the dial on receivers and running backs. Another 3rd and long for James Murphy early on this first drive. Stands in well protected and lost the ball. Gets on top of it just before Gage Amala made a lunge. And they'll call it an incomplete pass, says our official Todd Boyd this afternoon. And Cornell getting off the field on 3rd down.
Probably the right call. Arm coming forward. Didn't quite pull the trigger on it and slipped out of his hands. We've seen that happen before. But quite a stand by that Cornell defense.
So Malcolm Flynn will punt it away. And Brendan Lee back to return inside his 10-yard line. Flynn gets it off. Lee will let it bounce. And it will roll into the end zone for a touchback. Missed opportunity for Landon Hurd. Defensive back on special teams. Set it roll right through the wickets. And a break for Cornell to begin their day at the 20-yard line. Big Red defense gets a stop. First look at Garrett Basilpizio in the O after this. Garrett Basilpizio and the Cornell offense going to work for the first time today. Put up a season-high 30 points last Saturday against Bucknell. Ran it well. We'll start the day with play action this afternoon and a dump into the flat. Third tight end Nolan Albright with a catch and a run just shy of the 40.
Started off with 2 tight ends. Everybody thinks they're going to run and made a nice play fake. Rolled out, hit the tight end.
Cornell offense, it'll be shorthanded this afternoon. No Doran Smith. And we'll lead on the ground game for the first time today. Jordan Triplett back to the line of scrimmage. No Woodring, no Hamilton. Dan Swanstrom saying during the week a little more on Garrett Basilpizio making his 3rd career start this afternoon than we'd like, but he's handled it well. After a short gain, back to the ground with Ricardo Lagares, and he squeaks through a crease to the 42-yard line.
One step away from a big gain there, Nick, I think. 3rd down for Cornell now.
Against a Brown defense that has been so disruptive, forcing turnovers and getting to the quarterback, one of the best in the country at doing that. Triplett goes in motion. Basilpizio swings it out. See if Triplett can make a play. Takes on a tackle and plows for a first down with a flag down at the 45.
This flag is. Looks like it's going to be on Cornell some way.
Penalty flag on the play.
And the hold on the junior receiver, Brendan Lee, paving the way for Triplett to get the first down.
It's a tough penalty right there. Ref standing right there beside it, so I guess I can't doubt him too much, but. Repeat 3rd down.
Wipes away a first, now 3rd and 13. 4-man rush. Basilpizio stepping up and trying to escape. He's chased and he goes down. Senior defensive end Owen Clark comes up with the sack on 3rd and long. Big Red to punt.
Owen Clark with the sack.
Well, they flushed him. It's not quite a sack, but certainly that front 4 of Brown's putting good pressure on the quarterback there. He had time, and I think it was probably as much a coverage sack as anything. But they're good up front, Brown is, on defense. They've had a good year.
Will Buck punts it away. Najai Rahman waves fair catch just shy of the 30-yard line. And we'll step aside here in Ithaca. 2 drives, still scoreless. Brown and Cornell for the 72nd time in history.
Big Red fans from Roger Sampson.
Getting to see Ivy League put on a national stage is just very, very cool to me.
I get to sit in a classroom with wrestlers who go compete at a national level, hockey players who are making it to championships. To watch them succeed, at a national level, it's pretty incredible.
I don't think I would be where I'm at if I went anywhere else. It's been really fun for me to just challenge myself and make it to those events and perform.
But now I think people are paying a lot more attention to what the Ivy League is capable of and putting some more respect on the league.
The Ivy League is going to be on the big stage more and more often, and I'm excited for that.
At Regeneron, our homegrown technologies and novel scientific approaches focus on serious diseases. And our medicines aim to change lives as we relentlessly pursue more. We know that even the tiniest spark of an idea has the potential for more. We move science to medicine, because our world is meant for more.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
In 26 years at Cornell, and a guy that Dan Swanstrom continues to be really excited about in the middle of the Cornell defense. Second possession for Brown after an opening punt, and right on cue, there's Keith Williams making a tackle just past the line of scrimmage, pickup of 2.
You know what you're going to see all day long when Cornell is on defense is that 3-man front, and then you're going to see a mix of safeties and linebackers, but almost always you're going to see these 3 down linemen.
Handoff goes to Quentin Brown, bounced it to the outside, out across the 25. And a gain of 5.
Murphy made a read there and decided to give the ball. Probably not a bad decision. 3rd down.
Pearson Hill goes in motion. Brown will keep it on the ground on 3rd and short, and they will not get there. Turned away by the Big Red defense. And it's Ducker and Amasha in the middle, saying no thank you.
Pretty resounding stop, I'd say, right there. They pushed him back with some gusto.
And this is a Brown team that has been so accustomed to, over the years, throwing the ball all around the yard, have leaned into the run a little bit more this season. That's an example on 3rd and short. They go to the ground, but turned away by Cornell. Brendan Lee waves fair catch, just shy of the 25-yard line. Good punt by Malcolm Flynn. And the Big Red will take over as the 2 sides trade punts. Still scoreless, inside 8 to go in the first in Ithaca. There are defenses that have been strong on the season, and that has played out in the early going today. Still scoreless between Brown and Cornell. After an opening drive punt, swing into the flat for Devon Kaiser back from injury, out across the 25, and looked like there might have been a face mask with a flag down.
Yeah. One is definitely taking a look at his helmet like, wow.
Defense, number 25, 15-yard penalty.
It happens. That was an interesting play, though, Nick. You know, ran him in motion, and then sort of had the motion of the play going to the left, and then threw the screen out to Devon on the right-hand side. Might have had a bit bigger pickup if they had to have been for the face mask. So we'll just take the 15 yards, is what Cornell says.
Face mask on the sophomore safety Alejandro Bello, guy who's popped as a young player in that Brown secondary. After the penalty, Cornell goes to the ground. Triplett with some room on the right side. Out across the 45, and Cornell, who ran it well last weekend, doing more of the same early on today.
Basso Pazio making the read on the end man of the line of scrimmage and handing that ball off to Triplett. It was a good read.
Keeps it that time, looking to take a deep shot down the right sideline. Incomplete, looking for Brendan Lee. And Alejandro Bello knocked it away.
Looked like pretty good defense. Ran much the same play as a play action now. And this is what Cornell does. They get you leaning one way with the play, and then we'll come back almost on like they did on the very next play with the play action. They've got the big tight end, Kurtz, split out to the left.
First incompletion of the day for Basso Pizio. Pressure coming, he takes off, breaks the tackle, and picks up the first down.
This is something that he's gotten better at as the year has gone on. Just looking up and seeing when there's an opportunity, breaking a tackle, and turning it into a first down.
And a free rusher and made a play. Back to the ground with Jordan Triplett.
There you've got that pistol draw play. Triplett now being replaced by McAuliffe. These two freshmen that had their debut last weekend and just really did a great job of it.
He ran for 100 yards in his first Cornell start. First 100-yard rusher in his first start at Cornell since 2019 when S.K. Brown did it. Screen to the outside. Brendan Lee got a block, breaks a tackle, gets inside the 25 with a flag down.
It's in a tough spot. Looks like it could be some holding. Linemen are stirring around like it is. Whoa. Wow, they're going to add it on to that. Offensive linemen just assume it's them, and they're standing around the flag, kind of kicking it and everything. Turns out it's a pass interference. So this is setting Cornell up inside the red zone.
A couple of costly personal foul penalties on the Brown defense on this drive. Group that has been so good on the whole of this season. Working on the ground again. McAuliffe got a block and gets inside the 5.
They had both tight ends on the right-hand side, and that's the way they ran. Sometimes they have exactly that same setup where you think that's where they're going, and they'll go back the other way.
It has been an infusion of youth in the Cornell backfield. Triplett, 141 all-purpose yards a week ago. Got a hole and got to the end zone. Big Red strike first.
That's Triplett's first touchdown as a Big Red player. This is a guy that transferred from the Air Force Academy. So he's not a freshman. I called him a freshman earlier. He's a sophomore. He's a first-year player here. Transferred from the Air Force Academy. He's a guy that broke Herschel Rocker's one-year rushing record in the state of Georgia, and is the all-time leader all-purpose yards in Georgia right now.
Burst onto the scene a week ago. Dan Swanstrom said, no, I wasn't surprised at what he was able to do in his first start just because of the way he practices and what we brought him here to do. P18 no good from Jonathan Roos, and it stays a 6-0 game. Cornell leaning into their identity, can block it well up front, paving the way for Triplett to get in. Big Red up 6 early. .542 to go in the first, and Cornell strikes first. And an impressive drive by Cornell after the punt on their first possession. Get helped by a couple of penalties, but there it is again, leaning into the offensive line and the ability to run the football.
Really mixing it up. Looked to me like Bassopizio might have changed a play or two, and then he rambles for a first down on a pass play that where he didn't think he had anybody downfield. That last kick was actually Buck trying to, Cornell has had some real issues with their kickers and extra points in P18's field goal.
So Buck will kick it away, and it's out through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Brown will start their drive from the 25. And trying to find some rhythm after they got off to such a good start last week against Princeton in that first half, but were shut down in the second, and it's more of the same to start the day here in Ithaca. Two drives, 2 punts for the Brown offense. Third drive begins with Murphy on the move. Looking for an option and just throws it away into the bench.
So many plays, there'll only be 3 rushers. Big Red will only have 3 rushers, and they get there, but a lot of the times it's because of having 8 guys back. There's no one to throw to. So this is the kind of defense that you basically just say, here's how we're going to run it. Got a couple of edge guys, got a couple of freshman edge rushers that we'll keep our eye on today.
3-man rush again. Murphy with time again. Still looking for somewhere to go. Throws it toward the sideline, and it's incomplete. Targeting Trevor Foley, who had that acrobatic catch on the opening drive, and a flag down in the backfield. Looks like it was in the area of holding.
Yeah, Gardner center undressed one of the Cornell defensive linemen. You know how you do to your little brother? You pull his shirt over the top of his head.
Sophomore center Will Schmitz, part of this offensive line rotation for Brown. They rotate everywhere. Wide receivers, running backs. James Perry saying that their philosophy since he has been at Brown, if you can play, you're going to play, and they're trying to create depth. Feels like they've done that up front on both sides of the ball. 2nd and 20 after the penalty. Play fake. Murphy, second level throw, has Foley coming across the middle, and he's got a first down out over the 40-yard line.
Really the first time they've gotten untracked there. Fake the run, had Foley coming across the middle. And he's a guy they're always going to be looking towards.
James Perry raved about Trevor Foley and his progression, said we'll see where it goes, but right now he's on track to be a major force for our offense. Johnny Williamson, a major force for the Cornell defense. Tackle for loss, dumps Childs in the backfield.
Cornell's two is going head-to-head with Brown's two on several of these running plays. Haven't gotten that running game launched. Has Brown.
8 total yards on 7 carries for Brown on the ground. Another deep shot for Murphy, and he's got a man. Ty Pezza with some separation downfield, and they connect on the big ball.
He had enough time, and Pezza got underneath it. A couple of big gainers, big pass plays. So we talked about how they might be actually a running team, looking like a passing team. Well, today they're a passing team so far, Nick.
Markham at the 15-yard line. After a gain of 43, handoff to the freshman Eli Jones. Bounced off a tackle, but was caged in.
Eli Jones, the ball carrier.
And a 3-yard pickup on first down.
You see a lot of guys coming in and out, off and on the field for Cornell on defense. They'll play up to 26 players in the course of a game. That's just the way they are. That's the way they play.
And for a group that's not overly big, Dan Swanstrom wanting to keep them as fresh as possible. Throw to the outside, Michael Nesbitt makes the grab, and a whole host of red shirts screaming in his direction. Gain of a couple.
I have a feeling that we're going to see a few holding calls. They've got to call a few of them in the middle of that Brown line today. They are active with their hands.
On 3rd and 5 inside the red zone, Murphy got rid of it, got Pezza, and got a touchdown. Brown's top receiver finds the end zone with a flag down in the backfield.
Murphy thinks it's on Cornell. Probably is. When it was thrown, it looked like it might be roughing the passer. Is that true? Yeah.
The result of the play is a touchdown. Personal foul. Go to the passer. Defense number 95. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
It'll go on Max Van Fleet, enforced on the kickoff. Ty Pezza, the senior, staying at home for school out of North Kingston, Rhode Island. And a guy that Brown was looking to get more involved in the offense after he was held down last week. They have certainly done that with the big throw to get him down there, and then Pezza paid it off. Extra point up and good from the freshman Drew Crabtree. And Brown takes the lead with 2:15 to go in the first.
Here's the touchdown.
Murphy making a check. The two guys in the area. There's Pezza. Made the grab and made it into the end zone.
You know who had a great series there is Murphy. Murphy had he made some good decisions on the throws he made. Made a couple good decisions on the one rush the one run that the option. So their quarterback has shown up today.
Murphy already 6 of 8, 113 yards in that touchdown, including a 43-yard bomb to Ty Pezza to help Cornell get him down there. And with the penalty yardage, Brown thinking about a potential onside kick, and Dan Swanstrom is going to use a timeout. Bring the hands team out there.
You hear hands on the sideline. Okay.
Certainly an interesting thought.
Well,
the ball onto the Cornell side of the field, and then after the penalty yardage, doesn't hurt you much to.
Right, and you're kicking off from Cornell's 45-yard line. An onside kick is not going to hurt you too bad. It goes 10 yards, you're still in pretty good shape. So somebody was paying attention and saw that was not Brown's typical kickoff team out there.
Brown's going to stay in it. Drew Crabtree will kick it. Setting up the onside kick. See if he can get the bounce. Ryder Kurtz boxing out, brought it in. Ty Pezza had a chance running straight to the football, and Ryder Kurtz is still down.
Kurtz went up, go after that ball, and expose his ribs. It's always that's always the problem. You got a guy like Kurtz he's gonna play as hard as he can, as long as he can. Came down with the ball, but might have come down with something else.
Being attended to by the Cornell training staff, and you certainly hope that it's nothing more than just having the wind knocked out of him. Took a big shot from a big dude. Ty Pezza, 6'4", 225, going after that football. And Kurt's such a focal point of the Cornell offense, especially down a couple of key receivers, someone that the Big Red cannot afford to lose today.
Giving Kurtz a playoff or two.
After the two sides traded punts, touchdowns on back-to-back possessions in a one-point game. First down run, Garrett Basilpizio will keep it. Dragging a tackler across the 30.
Read option, good read by Basilpizio. We've got some changes in the offensive line. Bradley Jackson got injured on that the touchdown drive.
After a gain of 3, Basilpizio to the air and throws incomplete. Looking in the direction of the freshman Ryan Matulovic, seeing his first action today with some of the injuries for Cornell. Elias Archie had the coverage, and now 3rd and long for the Big Red. Good to see Ryder Kurtz back out there for 3rd down. Four-man rush. Basilpizio steps up and takes off. Can he make it to the marker? Beto diving and has enough at the 40 for a first.
You know, he looked around, and I don't know if Brown messed that up, whether there was supposed to be a line stunt and both guys went outside. But he looked up and all he saw was green grass. So he took it. He's doing that more and more.
9-yard pickup. Basilpizio pulls it out. First catch for Ryder Kurtz today. He got tripped up at the 45-yard line. Via Gaddis made sure he didn't go any further.
So in that play, the first read is whether to give it to the back. I think that was a true option. And then there's another option of whether he would run or throw it to Ryder Kurtz. And he chose to throw it. Looks like it's a good choice. Staying ahead of the sticks, as they say.
Now McAuliffe got thrown back. Getting the initial push and then not much there. Pickup of a yard.
Kind of had his head down, ran into the back of the lineman. I don't think Brown's really hooting and hollering over there. I don't think as much they did besides just stay in place. Well, I mean, they stuffed it, no doubt.
3rd and 5 with the Big Red having the option to let the quarter run out. Triplet goes in motion. They'll snap it. Basilpizio over the middle, and it's incomplete. Ryder Kurtz couldn't hang on. Took a shot. After that ball fell to the ground, Cornell wanted a penalty. No flags on the field.
Broken up by Sam Smith.
Kurtz is going to earn his paycheck today. Not that anybody's getting paid, but he's already taken 3 pretty heavy hits. He's a big guy and he attracts a lot of attention.
Will Buck in punt formation for Cornell.
Basilpizio trying a tight window. Brown's defense gets the stop. And Ajay Rahman back to return with Will Buck set to punt it away. Gets it off, and it's a pretty good one. Rahman angling toward the sideline, and a fair catch just outside the 5. Just how you draw it up if you're Will Buck. And a long field for Brown. And we get back to start the second. 1-point game in a series that has been really close over the last few years. Brown and Cornell for the 72nd time. Big Red and the Bears. Cornell got out to an 18-point lead last year in Rhode Island, but then Jake Wilcox to Solomon Miller, Quentin Brown with a touchdown run. And then the Bears got the stop that they needed, shutting down the Big Red in the second half. Got the ground game going to set up a game-winning field goal by Christopher Marin to win it. 20 straight points for the Bears to cap the comeback win. One of 4 meetings in the last 4 years between the two sides decided by 4 or less, and a 1-point game fitting so far in Ithaca. Brown backed up and will start this drive on the ground, and again not much there. Cornell remaining stout up front, and it's Quentin Brown who picks up a yard.
Maybe. Cornell has taken the run away so far, and you wonder if Brown's going to be bold enough to put it in the air like they did coming the other way the last drive.
A couple of big completions leading to the first touchdown of the day for the Bears. Murphy back to the air, has all kinds of time and checks it down to the second tight end, Dylan Golden, senior out of San Jose. Has a couple of yards along the sideline.
Good protection. He was eventually going to find somebody. And so they're 3rd and 5. Now he's got a little bit of room, does Murphy. Empty backfield.
Looking for a bounce back afternoon after hitting a road bump against Princeton last week. Trevor Foley goes in motion. Murphy throws it that way, and it's incomplete. Trying to work it to Trevor Foley out of the backfield. Went in and out of his hands. Would have been tough with the Big Red defense flowing that way anyway. And Cornell holds with a chance to flip the field.
Little misdirection, backside guard and tackle, pulled right. Murphy looked like he was moving to his right and turned it through to the left. You know, it was drawn up in the sand, maybe on the sideline. I don't know. Pretty fancy play.
Malcolm Flynn to punt it away. Brendan Lee back to return, waves fair catch. Justin back of the 50-yard line. And Cornell will set up shop with great field position on the other side of this timeout. Big Red down 1, early stages of the second.
We see the promises you make. Doing more than your fair share. Working twice as hard. Saving lives, changing lives. And your life's work deserves nothing less than a lifetime guarantee. You made a promise. So did we. TIAA's promise of a guaranteed retirement paycheck for life is a promise that pays off.
It's the greatest combination of athletics and academics you can get in a university, and it's really humbling being surrounded by so many like-minded people.
It's an institution with a lot of history.
Now I'm in this place where I know how to balance my life, and it's great.
Here there is such a focus on academics and athletics, and so you get to play at a really high level, but you also get to be in the classroom at a really high level.
It's been special to throw on this color every day. It's been something I'm very grateful for.
Good field position for Cornell, beginning the drive at their 46-yard line. Trailing by 1. Started on the ground and not a ton of room for Jordan Triplett. Who leans forward for a couple, has been held in check in this opening half.
Cornell mixing it up a little bit up front. Matt Ponte, 74, is now the center. And Kyle Leonard is the left guard. Bradley Jackson's back in.
Sulpizio, play fake, dangerous throw to the sideline. Lee comes away with it and shuffles forward for a couple. Was in danger of going the other way. Khalil Lindsay nearly came up with a pick.
Kind of looked like that play that Cornell defended so well. Brendan Lee has got to be one of the most athletic people. The kind of stuff that he does.
Floyd coming off his best game of the season. A couple of big catches, adding some run after catch as well to help out his quarterback. Blitz coming on third down. Basilpizio toward the sideline. Finds Kurtz, but he's a couple yards shy of the marker.
Garrett Basilpizio.
Be surprised to see him going for it here.
Ryder Kurtz.
4th and 2. Offense stays on the field. Cornell 6 of 16 on 4th down this season. Run the option. Basilpizio keeps and picks it up. Down to the 41. Gain of 5.
That's the old school option there. And Triplets probably run a lot of that in his high school days at Georgia. Basilpizio made a great read, turned it up and got the first down.
Dan Swanstrom felt like Garrett Basilpizio took another really good jump last Saturday against Bucknell. Still felt like there was another level that they could tap into. Comes up with a big play on 4th down. Back to the ground game with Triplett. And a gain of 3.
Triplett's one of those backs that, you know, he kind of has the general direction of where that play is going to go, and then he picks his way through. It's the way he runs. McAuliffe is a little different. Got both tight ends out here to the left-hand side, to the short side of the field, interestingly.
Another tackle on that last run by John Purdue, senior captain, leader of the Brown defense on the inside. Basilpizio throws behind Kurtz and incomplete.
Kurtz was open, the ball was just behind him. Third down and long.
Moments for Garrett Basilpizio where looking for a little more consistency out of the mechanics. Guy who can throw the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Just got to put it on target.
Need to get at least half of this for Cornell to have a shot at it. 4th down.
3rd and 7. Basilpizio well protected. Long throw toward the sideline. Incomplete. Matheson pitched the intended target. Was about a yard shy of the first down marker anyway. Couldn't hold on. And 4th and 7. Putting the Big Red in a tough spot. They'll keep the offense on the field again.
Don't be surprised if you see Basilpizio punt this.
John McAuliffe going in motion, and now right back to Basilpizio's side, and he will punt it away. Cornell has done this a bunch, including on 3rd down this season. Pitch could not keep it out of the end zone, and Lee, a step late, rolls in for a touchback. So not exactly what Cornell was looking for. Brown will take over from their 20-yard line when we return. Still a 1-point game in Ithaca. Just over 10 to go in the first half. 1 point game. Brown takes over from the 20 after the touchback. James Murphy looking at the air and shovels the ball forwards. Got his running back out of the backfield. Some pushing and shoving as Jackson Bennett finds a first down just shy of the 35.
Most yards that a running back has gotten today. Great play. You know, it kind of sits him back behind the line. It's not a screen. It's just somehow getting him the ball.
Murphy throwing on the move to the second level and completes it along the sideline. Pearson Hill made the grab.
Running this tempo offense.
Does bear mentioning an offense that revolves around the reigning Ivy Rookie of the Year and Matt Childs. Not seen him a ton this afternoon. Deep ball down the sideline. Pezza wins the battle, and he's down inside the 10. Murphy placed it perfectly, and Pezza pulled it down. First and goal.
It's just a battle that Cornell didn't win there. There it is again. Play action. Puts it up.
Damon Barnes with a touchdown saving tackle. Pezza doing some work on the outside. Childs back on the field, and that time swallowed up.
Matt Childs, the ball carrier.
You know, Nick, the fact that Cornell's kind of taken the run away, and Brown has been able to make that adjustment, and now are primarily gaining their yards in the air. Kind of just shows a little bit about what kind of team they are. Pretty well balanced. You take one thing away, we're gonna go after you with the other.
So many different ways to attack. So far today, it's been Murphy through the air. Goes back to it, to the end zone, deflected and nearly picked off. Incomplete.
Well, they got good pressure on Murphy, and that tip ball almost fell into Big Red hands.
Waylon Howard was closing quickly, trying to come up with the tip ball.
Good third down for Cornell here. Third and goal.
From the 8, Murphy got some pressure coming, and he goes down. It's James Reinbold off the edge with a flag down.
Gonna get a hold on one of those Brown interior guys.
Penalty flag on the play.
Holding, offense, 455. Cover 65. Go for the flag, 4 down.
Yep.
Correctly, 4th down.
Well, thank you, sir.
So Cornell will decline the penalty. And the defense holds to force a field goal. Drew Crabtree will line it up out of the hold of Crabtree. And this is a 37-yarder. And he knocks it through. Drew Crabtree, 1-2 on the season. His long 24 just extended that range a little bit. And Brown adds to the lead. It's 10-6.
That was that was a stand by the Cornell defense there, Nick. Brown was rolling, and came up with a couple of big plays on defense. Kind of just kind of stifled that momentum long enough, and then had a real tough play on that third down. So that's from where they were sitting, I'd say that's a victory for the Cornell defense.
Big Red standing strong inside the red zone. Been a Really good start to the day for James Murphy. 10 of 14, 189 yards and a touchdown. James Reinbold getting home with that 3rd and goal sack to force the field goal and keep it a 1-possession game. Low line drive on the kickoff. Devon Kaiser with the catch. Runs out across the 25, not much further. And the Big Red back to work trying to answer the Brown field goal.
So first time Kaiser's been back in a while. We've seen him with the ball in his hand a couple times, and he's the kind of guy that if he gets going, he is elusive. So we look to see more of him today. We've got Kevin Ma and Ty Short back in at center and left guard for the Cornell Big Red. So close to it is the starting lineup because Bradley Jackson's in there at the right guard.
Drive begins on the ground. And Jordan Triplett.
Ball carried by Jordan Triplett.
Out across the 30.
Looked like it might have been an option. That's the way that always looks. That Bassapizio has the option to just hang on to it. Made a good read there and gave it to Triplett.
Cornell
same play.
Up over 60 yards on the ground in the first half. They'll add to that total. Triplett cuts it up and picks up a 1st down.
Every play has kind of an old school way of thinking about a play is you've got a runner and you've got a hole that you're going to go through. Well, the hole is just a suggestion to Triplett. You're going to see him moving up and down the line of scrimmage, really doing a nice job of finding a place to get a few yards.
Vision has been on display. Bassapizio play fake, taking a shot down the sideline, back shoulder, and he's got Matulovic for a 1st down.
Well, Matulovic didn't catch the first ball thrown to him in his Cornell career. It came down with the second. It might have come down with a little bit more. Kind of limping off, but that's quite a catch for that freshman.
Freshman making a play and came up limping
that out
after making that grab. So fellow freshman Xavier Bowman will replace him after the big pickup. Back to the ground game. There goes Jordan Triplett again with a 9-yard burst.
Jordan Triplett, the ball carrier.
That time Triplett found daylight right where he was looking for it. Just went. Good back.
Sam Smith made the tackle. Cornell moving quickly. Swing it out for Kaiser. He's inside the 25. Can't shake free for that explosive play that Cornell has been looking for, but he'll settle for a 1st down.
Cornell just keeps the pressure on. Let's keep this tempo. Not really giving Brown an opportunity to sub any players.
Bassapizio off a play action, taking a shot over the middle, and it's too tall for Ryder Kurtz.
Bassapizio's pass is incomplete. It was intended for Ryder Kurtz.
Ryder coming across the middle.
Landon
If
Hurd
he's open or not.
on the cover.
We're going to see 2 tight ends.
It's almost like those two weren't on the same page. That throw seemed to be set up for Kurtz to be maybe 5 or 10 yards further downfield.
Could be. Both tight ends to the right-hand side, field side.
One of the few missteps for Cornell on this drive. Go back to the ground with McAuliffe trying to work away from a tackle, but got stood up at the line. And some pushing and shoving at the point of attack, and a flag comes out. Landon Hurd, the junior safety, was trying to punch the football out. John Purdue and Sam Smith in the mix there as well. And
personal foul, Ethan, number 42. Half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
And it is Hurd who gets called for the penalty.
And that's why those whistles are so loud and so shrill. When you hear a whistle, things need to stop.
So Cornell catches a break with the penalty. Training staff on to attend to a Brown player. We'll be back after this.
timeout in 2.
Getting to see Ivy League put on a national stage is just very, very cool to me.
I get to sit in a classroom with wrestlers who go compete at a national level, hockey players who are making it to championships, to watch them succeed, at a national level. It's pretty incredible.
I don't think I would be where I'm at if I went anywhere else. It's been really fun for me to just challenge myself and make it to those events and perform.
But now I think people are paying a lot more attention to what the Ivy League is capable of and putting some more respect on the league.
The Ivy League is going to be on the big stage more and more often, and I'm excited for that.
At Regeneron, our homegrown technologies and novel scientific approaches focus on serious diseases. And our medicines aim to change lives as we relentlessly pursue more. We know that even the tiniest spark of an idea has the potential for more. We move science to medicine because our world is meant for more.
Unbelievable!
Third personal foul penalty on Brown in this first half. Cornell's got it 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Sulpizio running the option out of the pistol. So tough to bring down. Carries the tackler down to the 6-yard line.
So here's a guy that's 6'5", 240, and he had the option to pitch that ball. Found himself a little crease.
Should mention, good to see junior edge rusher Ike Odumegwu go to the sideline. He was the one being attended to before the timeout. Cornell can still pick up a first down without a touchdown. Go back to the ground with McAuliffe, got a block. McAuliffe turned away inside the 2.
He was close.
He scored his first career touchdown last Saturday here in Ithaca, making a bid for number 2. Sulpizio will keep on a quarterback sneak, getting the push from behind, and it doesn't look like he got anything.
They'll step back and huddle up on this 4th down. I don't know that they'll go for the field goal, especially the way they've been going for extra point field goal. Here comes Triplett in the game.
John Starman made the stop in the middle of the Brown defense, guy who the Bears have been really impressed with so far this season for the work that he's done. Cornell doesn't need a touchdown on this down, need to get to the 1-yard line.
It's a big down, Nick. Brown wants to talk it over. Cornell wanted to talk it over.
And Swanstrom will use a timeout. So 4th and 1 from the 2. Again, Cornell can pick up a first down without a touchdown. And trailing by 4 inside 3 minutes to go in this first half. Big Red have running for just over 90 yards in this opening half. Have been effective on the ground. I would imagine that's where this play call will stay. Knocking on the door of the goal line.
Right. Both tight ends are in the game.
Two tight ends on the field for 4th and a yard. Albright goes in motion. Basilpizio will pull it out and throw it to the end zone. Incomplete.
The pass from Garrett Basilpizio.
Knocked away by Nevia Geddes. And Cornell throwing on 4th and short.
Broken up.
Bears defense was ready.
Bears defense was ready.
Take over on down.
Great coverage out there at the tight end. So that was, you know, it was the right decision. Now the defense, Cornell's defense has to step up. See if they can get a turnover down here, down deep. It's tough. It's demoralizing coming out of getting that far and not getting anything. A lot of momentum for Brown right now.
Solomon Miller in motion. Play fake. Murphy will throw from his end zone. Stepping up and has time. Taking a deep shot. Looking for Miller. He adjusts and makes the grab.
The pass from James Murphy.
Solomon Miller with a huge play. Gain of 50.
Double coverage. Looked like a wounded duck pass. Looks like he almost fair caught it.
Mano's on the move. They'll swing it out right back to Miller. Out on the edge and gets brought down. Strong tackle by Tommy McPherson, but Miller has a good first down gain with what looks like a flag along the sideline.
Between Lionel Rothman and Tilly. Lionel Rothman and Tilly. If you can hear this announcement, please go to the concession stand in the front.
Didn't hear it go
Lionel Rothman and Tilly to the concession stand in the front.
But we know that Maya and Tilly need to head to the concession stand, so neither here nor there. We adjust the clock after the holding penalty. And what a sequence for Brown to get the stop on 4th and short and take over inside the 2-yard line and hit the big shot downfield to flip the field position with just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. Just when you thought Cornell was going to retake the lead. Still working on resetting the game clock here. Been an impressive day so far for James Murphy, 12 of 16, 245 yards in this first half with a touchdown. A guy who struggled with 3 picks, could have been 4 last week against Princeton. Done a nice job so far today. Another throw to the sideline, and it's right on target.
Complete from James Murphy to Najai Rahman.
Najai Rahman hauls it in along the sideline. He's inside the 40-yard line. That'll take us to the 2-minute timeout.
Please put 2 minutes on the game clock.
James Murphy pushing 300 yards in this first half. Still a 4-point game in Ithaca.
All right, Big Red fans, the Bears team.
Brown up 4 and on the move. Pair of teams looking for their first Ivy wins of the season. Brown 3-2, Cornell 1-4. Trying to get on the board in Ivy play. Back to the air for James Murphy, taking another shot down the field. Led Pearson Hill a little too far, and it's incomplete.
Rare blitz by Cornell defense that time. Had some decent pressure on Murphy.
Johnny Williamson on the cover.
3rd and short.
Murray back to the line. Direct snap going Quentin Brown's way. Should say Jackson Bennett, and he's got enough for the first down.
It's a pretty optimistic spot by
Michael O'Keefe on the stop.
Brown gets it done with a quick snap. First down inside the 40. Murphy play fake and back to the air. Looking back shoulder. Trevor Foley couldn't haul it in.
Foley almost did haul it in too. Good protection.
David Barnes defending.
A couple of big grabs for Foley today.
Brown offensive line holdometer is about to go off though.
2nd and 10. Murphy throwing it again. Second level as Ty Pezza. First down inside the 20-yard line. Pezza involved early and often this afternoon, and he's up over 100 yards in the first half.
You know, Brown's really made an adjustment to what Cornell's giving them, and now they've spotted some weaknesses in that coverage.
Murphy floating one incomplete. Pearson Hill.
James Murphy's pass is incomplete.
The target again.
For Pearson Hill.
Tommy McPherson had the coverage.
Good pressure on Murphy that time.
Tommy McPherson on the cover.
Brown team that has run the ball a bunch this season, but not today. Cornell doing a nice job on the ground against this Bears rushing attack of a net 0 rushing yards in the opening half. They've done it all through the air. Murphy taking off, trying to get something on the ground. Pinballs off a tackle and gets inside the 15 with a gain of 5.
Down by Braylon Howard.
So 3rd and about 5.
Four-man rush. Murphy shovels it ahead. Matt Childs trying to make a play.
It's going to be 4th down.
He's right at the marker, but coming up about half a yard short.
Tackle made by Keith Williams.
And inside 30 seconds to go in the half. Cornell trying to flip personnel, and Dan Swanstrom will have to use his final timeout. Brown setting up for what they call their Kodiak package. Direct snap to running back, wildcat type of look. Usually that comes with Quentin Brown, the senior out of Santa Cruz. At that time, had it set up with Matt Childs.
Right.
So Brown altering that look a little bit. Potentially Cornell a bit caught off guard with the personnel usage.
One of the things I've been impressed with this Brown offense is they have come out and gotten into these this wide variety of sets without really any problem. And they've done it. They've had to do it quickly. This is a well-coached, well-schooled offense. You know, on what they want to do. Very, very disciplined.
Foley in motion, handed off. Quentin Brown lunging for the first down. He's got enough.
Quentin Brown, the ball
inside the 9-yard line. And James Perry will use a timeout.
Made the tackle.
just seems like they must really work on this stuff a lot, Nick. You know, this the personnel that they have to change to make those adjustments. That's been very impressive. And again, maybe part of the clunkiness on the Cornell side of the ball sometimes is making these changes into these different kinds of sets. And you know, I mean, it's you've got a lot of young players. Cornell is pushing new freshmen into the lineup every week. You know, this is Coach Swanstrom's first recruiting class. These are the guys that he knows he has buy-in from. These are the guys that he knows what their athletic abilities are. And so he said, I know what these guys can do, and I'm going to get them out. I'm going to get them out there whenever I can. And we're seeing more and more of those faces each week.
It's a Brown offense that rotates a ton. Been a staple for James Perry. 14 different players catching passes against Princeton last week. Half of their games have featured double-digit pass catchers in the last 3 years. Murphy on 1st and goal from the 8, taken off and getting taken down in the backfield. Johnny Williamson up from his safety spot to bring him down at the 10-yard line, and Brown will burn another timeout. 11 seconds remaining in the half.
We're calling Williamson's name a lot today. I think he's having a day so far. It's not simple. You got 11 seconds. You got one timeout. They don't want to come away with nothing. They've got to come away with something. So they're going to take one shot at the end zone. And it doesn't have to be. They could run the ball. They've got a timeout left, so it does not have to be a pass. Wouldn't surprise me. Well, although I don't know, it would surprise me if they ran the ball. But let's see.
281 yards and a touchdown for James Murphy in this first half. With 11 seconds and ticking, Murphy back toward the end zone, tipped and picked off. It's Keith Williams again. Cornell comes up with a big play inside the red zone, and it stays a 4-point game.
I promise you that's not what they wanted to do. It really tried to force it in there. And this time the Cornell D-backs stepped up and turned them away. And they're going to go in. They're going to go in the locker room only down 4 when they could have been down 11.
Sophomore out of Milwaukee, the reigning Ivy Defensive Player of the Week with a couple of picks, 9 tackles. Last week gets it done with a huge INT inside the red zone to keep it a 4-point game. James Murphy threw it all over the yard in the first half. 281 yards and a touchdown, but a pick inside the red zone to keep it a 4-point game. What a stand by the Cornell defense. And what is another close game between these two sides. It's within 4 again. We're at the break. 10-6 Brown in Ithaca. 10-6, Brown leads Cornell at the break here in Ithaca. Nick DeLuca with Matt Miller. Appreciate you hanging out with us this afternoon. Cornell coming up with a big stop inside the red zone to close out that first half. Another big play by Keith Williams, the sophomore inside linebacker who has had a nose for the football the last couple of weeks. And Matt, James Murphy and the Brown offense doing a really good job moving the football, but Cornell coming up with a big play when it matters, and this is a 4-point game right now.
You know, the big plays, you know, which they had several of. These were plays where you kind of go wondering how do you end up making the plays? Here's our highlights. First touchdown with Triplett.
Cornell getting on the board early. Jordan Triplett finding the end zone. Didn't take Brown all that long to respond. James Murphy outstanding again in that first half, and Ty Pezza was a big factor.
Pezza's had a good half. Big solid guy.
5 catches, 118 yards, and that touchdown. Extra point, and then a field goal good by Drew Crabtree to make it a 10-6 game. And this was the big sequence. Cornell going for it on 4th down, couldn't convert, and then have Brown backed up. Big shot down the field, and Solomon Miller coming away with it.
Yeah, it's just, you know, I think either maybe Brown has, we'll talk about it in a second here.
And then inside the red zone, Brown knocking on the door of extending the lead, but Keith Williams makes the big play to keep it a 4-point game.
You know, it seems like Brown has identified either a coverage or a player or a set of players that they're kind of going after, and I haven't really been able to quite deduce exactly what that is, but the big plays have just been, you kind of watch them going, how is that happening? Even the first long catch that they had early in the game, but you've got to really respect the way that Brown has taken what's given to them. You know, it's shut down. They're basically Cornell saying you aren't going to run the ball today, and so Brown basically said, all right, well, we'll start throwing it. And again, it could be that as much success as they've had passing the ball might loosen that running game up. But I don't know, this Cornell defense has this bend but don't break mentality. I mean, it's 10-6. Got 16 total points scored in the first half. So, I mean, you are doing nothing but saying good job defense right now if you're in that locker room. On the offensive side, you know, you're a yard and a half away from scoring the go-ahead touchdown. So I think that there's a lot of good things here. One thing that we've talked about before are mistakes. And we're seeing penalties on both sides of the ball. I think some of them have been especially damaging. And so cleaning that up on both offense and defense on both teams, I think will probably be something that gets talked about in that locker room.
3 personal foul penalties for Brown in that first half. 5 total for 58, 2 for 20 on the Cornell side. And Brown hitting a couple of big throws in that first half. A couple to Trevor Foley for 29, 47-yarder to Ty Pezza, 50-yarder that you saw to Solomon Miller as well, totaling 281 for James Murphy in the first half, while Brown on the ground held to 5 net rushing yards. Cornell getting the job done there. Have some work to do through the air against the Bears. Garrett Basilpizio, 8 of 15, 73 yards. Cornell pushing 100 in the first half with 88. Jordan Triplett leading the way, 9 carries for 45 yards and that touchdown. See if they can carry over some of that momentum on the ground into the second half. We'll step aside as we close in on the second. 10-6 Brown here in Ithaca. back here at Sholkop Field. Nick DeLuca, Matt Miller getting set for the second half here in Ithaca. 10-6 Brown lead over Cornell. Both teams looking for their first Ivy wins of the season. Cornell looking for a second straight after getting their first against Bucknell last Saturday. For Brown, looking to stay above 500. Haven't finished with a winning record since back in 2013 and looking for their first 4-2 start since 2015. Get a look at the halftime stats. Cornell has had the big edge on the ground. Brown the big edge through the air, and despite the disparity in total yardage between the two sides, a bit of a funky stat line there, it's a 4-point game.
Yeah, Brown has gotten their offense in big chunks. You know, they've received absolutely no discouragement for going deep. So I have a feeling these guys are going to be launching some until Cornell figures out a way to stop that. When you look at those long receptions, so that's what I would say Brown's probably going to do. Cornell could kind of just keep doing what they're doing. It's just, you know, I think you might be a little surprised at the play they ran on goal line on that fourth down, because they'd been doing such a good job of running it. I don't think that was anything that Brown did to turn to shut Cornell down. It's almost like Cornell outsmarted themselves. So we're kind of just, you know, this is a new game. We've got a little bit different, Brown than we were expecting in terms of their ability to run the ball and what they're going to do throwing the ball. Cornell, we've got kind of more of the same. I think we've got a great half of football coming up now.
Brown with just 5 rushing yards in that first half. James Murphy put most of it on himself. 281 yards in the first half after he threw for 173 and 3 interceptions last week against Princeton. It was a combined 550 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick in his previous 2 outings, so more true to form there as Brown continues to spread the football around. It's been a staple for James Perry. 9 different receivers making catches in the opening half. See if they can get to double digits as we get going in the second. Cornell doing a nice job keeping the running game in check. See if they can get the offense going in the second half. And Garrett Basilpizio, 8 of 15, 73 yards. A couple of good throws and a couple that he's looking to right the ship on in the second half. Cornell kicked at the top and will receive in the second. Devon Kaiser with the ball in his hands. Takes it to the wide side of the field. See if he can turn the corner. He's got all kinds of speed, and he's out across the 25.
That almost looked like the same sort of tackle that he had put on him in the offensive play he had, i.e. possibly a face mask, but nobody's throwing any flags. So he got a 3-yard bonus over the 25. So here comes the Cornell offense.
Drive starts from the pistol. Basilpizio with a quick throw toward the sideline, and it's Ryan Matulovic with his second grab. Elias Archie pushed him out of bounds.
Good to see Matulovic back in there. You know, remember he limped off the field after his last reception. He's got 2 receptions now.
Guy that Dan Swanstrom felt like was becoming more and more comfortable with the program, learning his surroundings, and again with all the injuries in the receiving corps being called upon. Jet sweep to Brendan Lee. Got an angle to the outside and picks up a first down out across the 40-yard line.
Interesting play there, Nick. Basilpizio moved up under the center, where a lot of times they'll run that option, they'll run the lead draw, but instead he handed the ball to Brandon Lee coming around as the wide receiver on that jet sweep. We're seeing a lot of different plays out of Cornell this game, probably more than we've seen this season.
Lee in motion again, fake the jet sweep that time. Inside give to Lagares, and he's tripped up in the backfield. Loss of a yard.
He had some early penetration that caused him to have to change direction. Took his forward momentum down.
Navi Gaddis helping make that stop. Part of the strength of this Brown defense. The linebacker level. Purdue, top 10 in the Ivy League in tackles. Sam Smith, a second-year starter, and Gaddis, guy moving down from safety, who's had a really strong season. Handoff inside to Triplett, back to the original line of scrimmage, nothing more, and it's 3rd and long.
In this series, Brown has been successful in turning that run off. Running game that had been so proficient in the first half. Now Cornell's in 3rd and 10, kind of where you don't want to be.
Big Red 2 of 7 on 3rd down in the first half. First try here in the second. Sulpizio stepping up, had it tipped and nearly picked off. Lands incomplete. Landon Hurd had a chance to track it down. He's looking for Ryan Matulovic, and Cornell will have to punt.
Ball got picked off midway between the quarterback and receiver. Good defensive play. Heads up. Brown comes up with a stop, which is always good for the defense.
Sam Smith, preseason All-Ivy inside linebacker, knocked that one mid-flight. So 1 first down. In trouble with the snap. Will Buck having all kinds of issues getting that one away. Snap went right through his hands, and then he slipped trying to emergency punt it. A really tough sequence for Cornell to open this second half, as that punt goes something on the order of 4 yards.
Definitely not what you're looking for. I'm not sure if it was a bad snap or not, or just
really didn't look like it. It looked like it went right through his hands.
Mishandled, and then he got out of sync. Tried to kind of kick it mid-stride, and here we are.
Great field position for Brown to open the second half. Toss to the outside for Solomon Miller. Has some room just shy of the 30-yard line. Comes up a yard shy of the first down, gain of 9.
It's one of their versions of end around. Running with 2 tight ends to the left side. Here's why.
I'll say Miller had enough for the first down. First down run for Childs, who comes up a yard shy of the marker. That time, a gain of 9.
That's got to be the biggest rush that they've had today. This is what Childs usually looks like.
9-yard pickup is the second longest of the day. Solomon Miller had 10 on the previous snap. So finding a little more room in the running game. Check it down to Childs, trying to make something happen. Can't get away from a tackle.
He gets the first down.
Ben Sahakian made the tackle, but Childs does have enough for the first. Inside the red zone at the 19.
Brown's offense operating very efficiently right now, Nick.
Murphy closing in on 300 yards at 291. Handed off to Jackson Bennett. And Cornell so effective at defending the run in the first half. Brown getting a little bit more of a push here in the second. First down gain of 3. From the 16, try and run it wide. Bennett had to cut it back, and here comes the cavalry. Good run fit by Cornell.
Quick pitch.
And Malachi Edgerly set the edge to set up the tackle for loss. 3rd and 11 after a loss of 4.
Again, Johnny Williamson right there. He's having a game.
Third and long for Murphy again. Got 5 in the pattern. Murphy throwing toward the end zone. It's incomplete. Nesbitt coming across, couldn't hang on. And it's 4th down.
Good defense. I believe probably knocked that out of his hand. Perhaps. We'll maybe see it on replay, maybe not. But again, kind of a bend but don't break mentality, this defense.
Looking Michael Nesbitt's direction. He couldn't hang on. And it sets up another field goal. Another 37-yarder for Drew Crabtree. Was good on the first. And he's no good on the second.
No good.
There's a victory for the Big Red D.
It stays a 4-point game.
You know, Nick, the Brown offense starts strong. They got good early plays in that drive, and then as they get down in this region, right? So we're getting from 30 in is where they really kind of start bogging down, and you know a lot of offenses do. That's why they call it, you know, the 20 in red zone. That's where the special offenses just for that zone. But the defense has done a great job of really making it hard on them.
Basilpizio starts the drive with a wide open receiver. Matheson pitch. Out of bounds, just shy of the 40.
Matheson pitch. Cleveland, Ohio boy. Engineering major. I mean, how does it get any better than that?
And he was wide open. Back to the ground. Triplet had some daylight and it closed up quickly.
Ball carried by Jordan Triplet.
Pass opens up the run opens up the pass. Just that, you know, this chess game that the defensive and offensive coordinators play. It's like, what are you going to do this time? So having success in the air often makes it easier to run. The running that Cornell was able to do in the first half.
Some room that time for Triplet. Another inside handoff. Out across the 45. And a gain of about 5.
I have to believe that they're in the 2-down territory here. Devin Kaiser in the game. Kurtz in the game. Trips left.
Cornell over 100 yards rushing on the day. We'll keep it on the ground with the quarterback, Garrett Basilpizio, up to the second level, and he's down to the 40-yard line.
Basilpizio almost breaks it. And he is, you know, I mean, he's a big guy, and he's just elusive. He's hard to bring down.
Landon Hurd.
Kurtz limping off the field. That's not good news for Cornell. He has been banged around today.
I certainly hope that he's all right. Landon Hurd making that last tackle to save what would have been a huge chunk of change on the ground for Basilpizio. Handed off to McAuliffe. Got a good push.
Ball carried by Kevin McCall.
And a gain of 3.
Nolan Clark made the tackle.
Nolan Clark, the senior defensive tackle, brought him down. Big Red looking for a second straight win. Brown looking for their first 4-2 start since 2015. Basilpizio, strong throw to the sideline, and he's got his freshman target again, Ryan Matulovic. Moves the chains.
Matulovic is his 3rd catch of the day. Here comes Kurtz back in the game, which is good news if you're a Cornell fan. He is a tough kid. Had a season-ending knee injury last year due to a cheap shot. He's just a big, strong, tough kid.
That everyone around this program raves about. Dan Swanstrom saying we need more guys to match his level. Basil Pizio taking a shot for Kurtz, and he overthrew him.
The pass from Garrett Basil Pizio is incomplete. It was intended.
I think Kurtz wouldn't have disagreed with the pass interference call there. Too overt, I suppose. Second down.
And a 4-point game here in the third quarter. Basil Pizio on the move, throws it toward the sideline. Matheson pitch, makes the grab. He breaks the tackle, still going along the sideline. And he's inside the 15, engineering a first down.
Matheson pitch, knocking people down, running over them. Just out-toughing them. He's a guy that's just, you know, a couple weeks ago he was on scout team, and now here he is. He's making the most of it.
And the story for Cornell in the receiving court today. Again, no Doran Smith, no Parker Woodring. Missing a couple of key pieces and having to fill in the gaps with some young players. Jordan Triplett couldn't find a gap and gets back to the line, maybe a yard. Brown has stiffened against this Cornell rushing attack in the second half.
Really has. Probably the most effective. We've got the Jackson coming off again. Equipment thing.
Basil Pizio will run the option. He'll cut it up and dive forward to the 10.
It's one of your most effective Cornell runners right there.
By Ryan Haley.
Senior linebacker Ryan Haley making the tackle. And a staple for the Cornell offense, old school speed option. Done it well all year, doing it again today. Cornell can pick up a first down without a touchdown on 3rd and 7. Triplett motions out. They'll throw it that way. Makes the grab, got a block from Lee. Jordan Triplett inside the 10. He comes up well short of the first down.
But he's looking to the sideline. Looks like Cornell's going for it.
Tough task on 4th and 6 or 7. Inside the red zone. Basil Pizio, 4-man rush, stands in. Extends the play, throws to the end zone, incomplete.
The pass from Garrett Basil Pizio.
And Matsulovic along the back line to throw a bit low. And Cornell turned away again on 4th down. Brown's defense does the job. Big Red can't capitalize in the red zone. Stays a full point, Brown lead.
Life can be complicated, but the way we treat people, not complicated at all. Our teammates and our classmates, our neighbors and complete strangers. The ones that look like us and the ones that don't. People that we agree with. And the ones we agree to disagree. How we respect one another and embrace our differences. How we treat one another. There is no in-between or other side. Listen to each other. Learn from each other. Act when you see what you don't believe. Expect equality. Life can be complicated. This part is not.
These Bulldogs are the top dogs. Auburn, every time winner. Princeton into the round of 32. And Cornell will play on championship Sunday.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. a proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale, all backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
It's the greatest combination of athletics and academics you can get in a university, and it's really humbling being surrounded by so many like-minded people.
It's an institution with a lot of history.
Now I'm in this place where I know how to balance my life, and it's great.
Here, there is such a focus on academics and athletics, and so you get to play at a really high level, but you also get to be in the classroom at a really high level.
It's been special to throw on this color every day. It's been something I'm very grateful for.
72nd all-time meeting between Brown and Cornell. Bears lead the series 39-31 with one tie and are leading by 4 here in the third quarter. Throw by Murphy is dropped by Pearson Hill. Had some separation over the middle, but couldn't hang on.
Keith Williams on the cover.
What has been a really good day for James Murphy, bouncing back from a tough outing against Princeton. Closing in on 300 yards with a touchdown. Murphy, blitz coming, well protected, got it tipped and nearly intercepted. Hit as he got rid of it, and Damon Barnes had a chance.
He's had some weird stuff coming off his hand today. He's had one that kind of dribbled in front of him. He's had this pass. So there's been a couple of things going on weird with the way Murphy's ball is coming out, where it's going, but clearly not when he's throwing it a long ways.
Sam Greenspan applied the pressure, the sophomore out of Washington, D.C. 3rd and 10 for Brown. Empty set for Murphy. Reading the defense and finding his target. It's Ty Pezza again for a first down. Out to the 28-yard line, and Pezza, who's already over 100 yards, adds to his big day.
David Barnes made the tackle.
It's that length pass and beyond that Brown seems most effective at.
First down, Murphy feeling the pressure and taking off. Will step up and get a couple.
It's almost like Ben Sahakian ran right by him.
Brought down by Cooper Cameron.
Cooper Cameron finished off the play. Cornell bringing a little more pressure in this third quarter. Murphy right back to the air. This time a 3-man rush. Has all day and steps up. Murphy lets it go toward the sideline, and it's incomplete. Quentin Brown out of the backfield. Would have been a tough play, but he couldn't get to it.
Moved down from Cornell defense. Bail the offense out one more time.
Johnny Williamson defending.
Now Brown will go with the line change ahead of 3rd and 7. 9 different receivers have caught passes this afternoon. Trying to extend this drive and extend this lead. Nesbitt in motion. Pressure comes. Murphy stands in, lets one go long, and it's perfectly placed. Solomon Miller makes the grab. 3rd and 7. And a big-time chunk for Brown.
Solomon Miller.
Blitz, so there's
tackle made by Michael O'Keefe.
And coverage. Just perfect throw and catch.
Bears back to the line. Inside give to Matt Childs, who's down to the 20, gains 5.
Tackled by Cooper Cameron.
And another big throw by James Murphy down the field. The late flag came in where Matt Childs was tackled.
You know, one thing that we probably ought to mention, Nick, is the difficulty that Cornell has had in kicking field goals. They've had their number one kickers out.
Go to the play, second down. After the play, dead ball, over the line conduct, offense, number 75. 15-yard penalty. 15-yard penalty should be third down.
It's on the sophomore left tackle, Bo Smith, a 2024 FCS freshman All-American. And it goes from bad to worse because that penalty comes after the play, so the down counts. And it moves to 2nd and 20. That's the 4th personal foul penalty on Brown today.
Finishing quickly, one of the reasons they went for it 4th and 7 is they're having trouble kicking.
2nd and very long. Murphy back to the air. Works through the progression and finds his check down. Matt Childs with some wiggle. And back to
The pass is complete from
the 22-yard line.
How many sports flag is that for Brown? Huh. Here's a 3rd down.
Good job by Childs to get most of it back. 13-yard pickup to make it 3rd and 7. And Cornell's defense answered the call again. Pressure coming against Murphy. He got rid of it, but it comes up short. Ball deflected, and it was Ben Sahakian putting heat on the quarterback.
Ben really came hard. Got the ball, got the quarterback. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, both of these teams having some trouble with kickers. Drew Crabtree, a freshman, 1 out of 2, hit from 37, missed from 37.
Huge down for the Cornell defense right
This
here.
would be from 39, so James Perry feels better about his offense on the field on 4th down and 7. James Murphy is thrown for 367 today. Blitz coming, it's picked up. He lets it go. Looking Miller's way, and he's got a 1st down.
Brought pressure, creates man coverage. Miller read that perfectly.
Gain of 10, Brown hurries to the line. Handoff to Childs. Gets bumped after the initial burst. And he's got a gain of 5 on 1st down, inside 30 seconds to go in the 3rd. And what a throw by Murphy to Miller. Those two have hooked up a number of times today to extend this drive. Murphy on the move, looking end zone, incomplete. Rahman tried to tip it to himself, ran out of room along the sideline.
So this is where the field gets short enough. And Brown struggles because their best pass efficiency is 20 yards and beyond. And so when you're on the 7, this is where you really start to rely on your running game. And it just really hasn't been there.
Brown outgaining Cornell 404 to 245 in this one, but it has been the difficulties in the red zone that have made the difference and kept this game close. Murphy with pressure off the edge, floats end zone, knocked away and incomplete. Strong play on the ball by Tommy McPherson. Trevor Foley, the intended target.
Redeemed themselves, get the Cornell defensive backs. This last couple of drives, these guys have really stepped up. Now here comes the field goal attempt.
Cornell's defense gets another big stop. Drew Crabtree on for a 24-yard field goal. It is up and it is no good. Off the left upright with a flag down.
Brown's walking off, so it's not
Penalty
on
flag on the play.
Personal foul.
Ooh.
Defense. 7. Automatic 4th down.
Really?
And it's Braylon Howard called for roughing the kicker.
That's an unusual call on field goal.
And a Big mistake on 4th down by Cornell to extend the drive. 1st and goal for Brown at the 3. And after Cornell's defense have been so good inside the red zone, turning away the Bears at every turn, golden opportunity here. Hand it to Childs with some room, broke a tackle, and is just shy of the goal line down to the 1. That'll close out the 3rd quarter here in Ithaca. No points on the board, but it was eventful. Brown knocking on the door, trying to extend the lead when we come back.
Did you see the run?
Brown knocking on the door at the 1-yard line on 2nd and goal, trying to make this a 2-score game. Kodiak package, Quentin Brown straight ahead, pushes into the end zone. Brown with a Brown touchdown and a 2-score game here in Ithaca.
Brown for a touchdown. Quentin Brown, touchdown, Brown.
Well, running play there worked. Yeah, we'll wait till after this extra point.
Quentin Brown has had a nose for the end zone, finds it again, touchdown. Now in 11 of his last 13 games. Extra point is up, and it is good from Crabtree.
The score, Brown
and it is an 11-point Bears lead thanks to the Kodiak package. Guy that James Perry says has done it at as high a level as he's had, running that Wildcat set, and Brown up by 2 scores to start the 4th quarter here in Ithaca.
Fans, please welcome back to the field.
Life can be complicated, but the way we treat people, not complicated at all. Our teammates and our classmates, our neighbors and complete strangers. The ones that look like us and the ones that don't. People that we agree with and the ones we agree to disagree. How we respect one another and embrace our differences. How we treat one another. There is no in-between or other side. Listen to each other. Learn from each other. Act when you see what you don't believe. Expect equality. Life can be complicated. This part is not.
These Bulldogs are the top dogs. Auburn, an overtime winner. Princeton into the round of 32. And Cornell will play on Championship Monday.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
It's the greatest combination of athletics and academics you can get in a university, and it's really humbling being surrounded by so many like-minded people.
It's an institution with a lot of history.
Now I'm in this place where I know how to balance my life, and it's great.
Here, there is such a focus on academics and athletics, and so you get to play at a really high level, but you also get to be in the classroom at a really high level.
It's been special to throw on this color every day. It's been something I'm very grateful for.
Brown extending the lead thanks to Quentin Brown with a touchdown run to open the 4th quarter. 11-point game here in Ithaca. Big Red with some work to do trying to avoid their first 0-3 start in Ivy play since 2021. Pooch kicked Brendan Lee Fields trying to reverse field and got hit hard just shy of the 25.
Brendan Lee returned to kickoff.
You know, Nick, as you start thinking about things that have gone well and haven't gone well for Cornell, focusing on Cornell right now, had a tough day on special teams. You know, the latest being the roughing the kicker on a missed field goal that basically was the difference of a touchdown now. There's just been one thing after another. Those are things that are fixable. But that's one of the places that I think they're going to have some opportunity for improvement.
Big Red trying to answer Jordan Triplett begins with a 1-yard run. Yeah, certainly fair share of miscues for Cornell on special teams. You got the roughing the kicker, miscue on a punt, missed extra point. So it has been a struggle for the Big Red today.
Please don't tell me there's a chain repair. Oh no, I'm going to have to give my chain talk. How are we still using a metal chain? I'm saying we should measure this from space. We should measure this from another planet. You could do it.
Well, they've moved away from it in the NFL. You got the virtual measurements now.
Just like, come on.
But I guess that technology has not made its way down to the Ivy League.
No, you got to love those guys on the chain crew, though. So, you know, I don't care. That's fine. Second long for Big Red.
Matt Miller's got to get it in once a year. Why are we using
one time?
Why are we using chains? All right, there it is in 2025.
All right, great.
First minute of the fourth. Vasilpizio to the air. Well protected. Floats one toward the sideline. Perfectly dropped in, and it's Matulovic again making a play.
Kind of see a young receiver coming into his own. Started with kind of a semi-drop on his the first pass to him, and he's done nothing but catch balls now. And a great time for it. You've got a couple of receivers out this week, and that's when you step up, and sometimes you don't get that spot back. It's one of the downsides of ever being hurt.
What a throw by Garrett Vasilpizio. Matulovic made the catch. Out quickly. Matheson pitch on the outside. That's enough for a first down. He's inside the 30.
Matheson lowered his shoulder and got a first down. Got these young receivers.
Cornell moving with some pace back to the line. Give it to Triplett. Gets wrapped up by Sam Smith.
Now they spread those receivers out and start running Triplett again.
Just under 13 minutes to go. Still a lot of time left for Cornell trying to make this a one-score game once again. Vasilpizio, free rusher off the edge, and he goes down. It's Ike Odumegwu with the sack.
Missed assignment there.
Now you came in this week tied for the Ivy lead in sacks. Loss is 7, and it's 3rd and 12.
Came from that left offensive side. Now he's swapped over here to the right.
Lee goes in motion. Vasilpizio pump fakes and now rolls out. He'll take off. Beto inside the 20, lowers the shoulder and lost the ball. Couple yards shy of the marker. Who's got it?
Tripped up by John Purdue.
John Purdue helped force it out, and Cornell keeps it. Vasilpizio got on top of it.
I think there's any doubt what Cornell's going to do here. Again, the part of the
officials making sure everything's all set. Big break for the Big Red to get back on that fumble. Again, a team that's had a ton of issues turning the ball over against a team that's been really good at taking the football away. So far, Cornell is not giving the ball away, but came close. They're fortunate to see Vasilpizio get on it.
Recovered by the offense. Previous plays under further review.
So they'll take another look at this.
Okay.
Usually not a ton of ability to make any call contrary to what it was on the field in a scrum like that. So Vasilpizio lowers the shoulder, ball certainly out. No question about whether that was a fumble or not. But now with that ball on the ground, who's got it still looks like it's loose, and then you lose sight of it.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard one to return.
So would not think that there's much of anything to talk about here, but do the due diligence. Ivy League officiating crew going to go over it.
It gives Coach Swanstrom a minute to talk to his quarterback.
And Swanstrom emphasizing the last couple of weeks, really all year, with some of the trouble that Cornell has had hanging out to the football, saying that they've just tried to continue to emphasize it, practice hard, so guys feel the pressure of what a game is like, and then trying to make sure that they practice the habits from there. But also, is very aware that things can be very different when you get into game action. The live bullets are flying.
You know, Coach Swanstrom made an interesting comment to us in that call. You know, where he said, you know, I'm not as interested in results as I am in the process. And you know, that says a lot. He's building a team. He wants to be better. The word he uses all the time is better. And if that results in a win, fine. But he's measuring things on a different scale. And you've got to, you know, that's not a bad way to go. You know, you're building a team from the ground up. You got some of your young players really stepping up and showing what they're capable of. And but with those players, you're going to have mistakes. There are going to be probably more mistakes with young players than seasoned veterans. So you don't ever really accept those as okay, but you can't. There's not a lot of screaming. You know, you look at his sideline. It's just not a lot of screaming and yelling. Maybe in a couple of years there will be, but there just isn't. There just isn't. And there's a lot of really very supportive. People get supported on that sideline. I've been on the sideline.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. It'll be 4th down and 2 at the 19-yard line.
So they'll say all is good with the call. Potentially a look at where that ball was recovered as well to make sure the spot was right. So all taken care of, and a big 4th and 2 inside the red zone for Cornell, trying to stay alive, down 2 scores. Pass Sulpicio. They'll go back to the speed option, getting to the outside and getting stood up. Bess Sulpicio well short of the marker. And Dan Mulrooney's defense comes up with a 4th down stop.
Yeah, I kind of thought he might pitch it there. He doesn't make very many bad mistakes or bad calls, bad reads. Here's a guy that basically puts it on himself. He said, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it done. Gotta love a guy that'll put it on himself.
Another big stop for the Brown defense. Dan Mulrooney in his first season as defensive coordinator. Everyone you talk to around this Brown program loves what he has brought as a former Division III and Division II head coach. So much talk about schematics, what type of defense you're going to play, and putting players in position, and they just rave about the energy that he brings. James Perry saying that he's really changed our program. His background as a head coach has been so helpful, gets guys to practice so hard, and they feed off his intensity. Certainly did that on 4th down. Out quickly on a throw to the flat. It's Levi Lenoz making the grab, and he's got a 1st down just shy of the 40-yard line. First catch for Lenoz today, so double-digit targets for Brown this afternoon, if it stands.
Got a flag. One of those, you get a play-action pass like that. Often this happens with a screen, it's a run-pass option, and the linemen don't know whether you're running or passing. Could end up downfield. That happens. You've got, you know, and there is a buffer. There's a zone that you can be within. But if you know, some big body.
Ineligible player downfield. Offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
85.
Other tight end, Dylan Golden.
So how is the 85 illegally downfield? Unless he's covered up or. I don't know if I did that.
Might have been an error in lining up, a legal formation potentially that could lead in over.
I can see why the Brown sidelines is kind of shrugging, you know, their shoulders like, you really know what you're doing out there. 2nd and long.
Penalty wipes away what was a first down gain. Brown will keep it on the ground. Matt Childs has been corralled today. He is again.
Daniel Lamasha with the stop.
3rd and long. Jackson Bennett should say.
Still 10.5 minutes left. Cornell is still in this game. No small part in due to this run defense that they've put on.
3rd and long. Murphy with a deep drop. Working through his options. Now the pressure closing in, and James Murphy just gets rid of it toward the sideline.
It's a good job by that Cornell defense.
Max Van Fleet was in pursuit. Cornell's defense comes up with the stop, still hanging around with 10 to go.
To be sure, these are part of this is the reason why you're going for it on 4th and wherever. It's just your defense has stepped up, and so now they've got another chance.
Malcolm Flynn to punt it away. Pressure was closing in on him. Brennan Lee will let it bounce in front. Initially took a Brown roll, but then checked up. Brendan Lee, after he saw the special teams make contact, figured, hey, maybe I can grab this one and run. Yeah, not the case. 11-point game, inside 10 minutes to go in the 4th. Does Cornell have a comeback here in Ithaca?
Fans, the action doesn't stop after football. Season tickets for all of your favorites.
Point game here in Ithaca. And Cornell trying to find some offense, have been shut out in this second half. And Garrett Basilpizio back to work, floating for Kurtz. And those two just not on the same page again.
You know, the thing we talked about with Brown's offense being so effective in that 20-yard plus region of range of pass is where Cornell has been just completely unsuccessful. And you know, it just has been that is not an accessible range of pass for them.
Garrett Basilpizio, 15 of 26, 168 yards today. On the move, throw to the sideline as Matheson pitch again and hit hard. Cap Davis, the junior, came up and made the tackle. Gain of 5.
Tackle made by Cap Davis.
4th catch for pitch this afternoon. Little pitch and catch.
I bet he's had that said to him a few times.
Third and 5 for Cornell. 4-man rush. Basilpizio saw it and took off. Had an opening and has a first down. Feet still driving to the 35.
Basilpizio looks up and he sees that amount of room. You got a gap. Again, defensive lineman kind of rushing to the outside. There's nobody in the middle. No linebacker in the middle. Everybody's in coverage. He's just going to go.
.8:40 to go in the 4th after a gain of 17. Play fake. Basilpizio looking long. Deep throw to the end zone. Just overshot Brendan Lee. Cap Davis had the coverage again.
Well, that's the guy.
The pass from Garrett
it's really close.
Intended for Brendan Lee.
If you're going to hit somebody on the field today, that length of a pass, be Brendan Lee, as athletic as he is, and his go for the ball and just can do as he is.
Came close to hitting that shot. 2nd down. Play fake. Basilpizio out on the edge. Got a guy chasing him and brings him down. Ryan Haley retracing his steps and tracking down Vito. Gain of 4.
Bootleg rollout, and you know he doesn't look like he's moving as fast as he is, but he is. Now we've got a 3rd and 5, and there's 3rd and 5 or 6. They're again still in a 2-down. I think they're going to go on 4th down no matter where they are right now.
Amount of time ticking off the clock. Basilpizio boxed in the pocket, now gets away for a moment. Then he gets brought down. John Starman. Senior out of Miami. James Perry raved about him during our meeting during the week. Said that the guys on the edge getting all the sacks, getting all the flash, but they feel like John Starman is playing the best of the bunch up front.
He's been solid up front. You know, they're the leaders in sacks in the Ivy League, and they've played that way today.
3rd sack of the day. 4th and 11. Basilpizio trying to keep the hopes alive. Lets it go. Incomplete. Looking for Kaiser with a flag down in the backfield.
Flag down.
Penalty flag on the play.
Holding. Offense. Number 64. WC Klein. Result of play. Turnover on down.
Browns defense gets another stop. Pitching a shutout in the 2nd half. And they take over with 7 minutes to go. Couple of big stands for the Bears.
They've definitely stiffened when they've needed to, and Cornell is starting to show a little bit of desperation. I think. You know, they're down 2 scores. They're under 10 minutes left in the game. Now they're going to rely on their defense to get it back for them again.
James Murphy just shy of 400 yards through the air today. Up by a couple scores, start the drive on the ground, and Childs is spun down in the backfield.
Childs, the ball carrier.
Cornell player down.
Stop made by Braylon Howard.
Braylon Howard helped make the stop, and he's being attended to
Media timeout on the field.
on the field by the Cornell training staff. We'll step aside. Brown up 11 here in the 4th. James Murphy in his first year as a starter at Brown has some big shoes to fill, starting with his head coach, James Perry, 3-time All-Ivy QB. Then his nephew, EJ, All-American Ivy Player of the Year, setting the Ivy record for consecutive games with a touchdown. Then Jake Wilcox, second all-time in Brown history, over 7,000 total yards, top 5 in program history in completions and touchdowns. And Murphy done a pretty good job of filling those shoes today. 21 of 36, 378 yards and a touchdown along with an interception. And he's been outstanding today.
He really has. He's had a good day. He had a good thinking day. For the most part, he's made good decisions, made good throws. Had a couple of weird-looking things. This kind of ball falling out of his hands. That happens, but he's been a real leader out there. You can look at him right now. I mean, of course, everybody's looking at the quarterback, but there's looking at the quarterback and there's looking at the quarterback. And I'm telling you, he's really been the leader that Brown needed today. Game's still out there, though. It's Cornell has stayed in this game, regardless of what has happened on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, the leadership, something that James Perry was so complimentary of when he's talking about James Murphy taking over as a starter. Pulls it out, and that throw a little off target, looking for Najai Rahman. James Reinbold had the pressure, but Coach Perry saying that he's got all the physical tools that you want, the size, the movement, the arm strength, but he's such a good leader, puts everything on himself, loves his toughness, eager to get better, eager to bounce back from not the best performance last Saturday. And he has put it all out on the field this afternoon in Ithaca. On 3rd and 11, screen throw, Rahman's got it. He's going to be well short of the first down. Clock continues to run. So Cornell's defense gets the stop.
I think that Brown right now is at a place, though, where they really don't want to go to their seed corn, so to speak, in terms of the things that they've done so well and throwing that ball way downfield, because first of all, they're ahead by 2 scores. And secondly, percentages are still there that's not going to just continue to be an okay thing to do. So that kind of doesn't leave them much. It hasn't been that productive in those short passes and running the ball. So here Cornell is again with another chance.
Flynn gets the punt away. Brendan Lee brings it in with a fair catch just across the 30-yard line. And with 5:18 to go, Cornell still hanging around if they can put a drive together.
Cornell has got to figure out what blend of plays they want to run to be productive. They've got 5 minutes left. They need 2 scores. They've been productive on the ground.
Massilpizio looking over the middle, and it's incomplete. Targeting Ryder Kurtz. That throw was well out in front of him. Sam Smith, the nearest defender.
8 and 86 have just not been on the same page today. They're just like maybe a couple pages off in the playbook. They're just not quite there today. At least haven't been.
Kurtz has been the go-to guy for this Cornell offense, just hasn't been there. Massilpizio faking the run, now rolling to his left, his throw on target, and it's Matulovic again, tiptoeing the sideline for a first down. What a debut for the freshman.
I'll tell you, somebody that has been on the right page is Matulovic. Brown calls a timeout. It's almost like Massilpizio. Easy for you to say, sir. Massilpizio had almost decided to run that ball. He'd almost said, you know what, I'm going to call my own number here. And the next thing you know, he's got guys in his face. He found his way clear. This has got a lot of Sandlot to it today. There's some interesting plays that people are making. Really kind of the cool thing, though, the thing that you really enjoy is watching these young players. And the ones we know about the most are Cornell, because that's who we deal with most often. And I'm sure there's people that are stepping up for Brown. But these young players that you've watched develop over the course of these first 5 games, and it's and they're these guys are stepping up. These guys are making plays, and this is the future. This is what Coach Swanstrom says. I'm interested in the process. I'm interested in guys that are going to buy in. And he's found a few.
Ryan Matulovic, 3-time All-State wide receiver at Venice High School out of Sarasota, Florida. Making a strong debut, closing in on 100 yards. Sulpizio with a deep drop, taking a deep throw. Incomplete, looking for Brendan Lee. Alejandro Bello making a diving attempt at a potential pick.
Just haven't been able to make that kind of connection at all today, not even once. Most of the production, passing-wise, have been outs along the sideline.
Sulpizio again going over the middle, and it's incomplete. Matulovic got drilled.
Thank you.
And a flag comes out.
Can't do that anymore.
It's incomplete. It was intended for Ryan Matulovic. Broken up by John Purdue. Penalty flag on the play.
And you hold your breath. You certainly hope that Ryan Matulovic is all right. Throw led him that way. Tight window. And he got popped and then some.
Helmet comes off.
Tough to see at any time, especially for a guy who had such a great day in his debut.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Targeting defense number 25. That previous play is under further review.
And now the review for targeting with the hit by Alejandro Bello. So obviously a big review for the rest of this game, but also with the way the rules go, with this coming in the second half, could jeopardize Bello as starting safety for the start of next week's game.
Coach Swanstrom's out there with him, laying on top of the flag. Tough kid.
Yeah, good to see Ryan Matulovic just walk off the field. They will.
After review, that is no targeting. Number 25 will remain in the game.
What?
So they'll say no, clean hit.
What about defenseless player? What about that one? Seriously?
So no flag with 4:44 to go.
Baffled. I am baffled.
Usually get some sort of flag there. Distinction in college is the targeting ruling versus a potential unnecessary roughness call. Drive continues, and Sulpizio that time on target to Ryder Kurtz. Big gain to the 25.
first big pass they've had.
Tackle made by Alejandro Bello.
19-yard pickup. Cornell on the move. Basilpizio back to the sideline. Pitch makes another grab. He's inside the 20. So all of a sudden, Cornell down there again with a chance to make this a one-score game. Still 4:15 left in the fourth. See if that play woke Cornell up. Pressure coming. Basilpizio on target again to Kurtz. He's got it inside the 10-yard line with a first down. First and goal for Cornell.
Cornell's got some momentum.
Cornell moving it as fast as they can. Basilpizio steps up, protecting the ball and taking off. Beto to the goal line. Got in. Touchdown, Big Red.
He's going for it. Basilpizio is playing some football today. He is going for it. 2.
Cornell still breathing with 3:44 to go. Keep the offense on to go for 2 and try and make it a field goal game.
Offensive players stayed on the field.
We have seen Cornell get creative on 2-point tries this year. Brendan Lee looking to throw against Colgate, was able to run it in. See where the Big Red opt to go to try and make this a 3-point game. Blitz coming. Basilpizio just floats it out there. McAuliffe walks in for 2 more. 3-point game. Inside 4 to go.
McAuliffe just casually turns around. There's the ball on his hip. Makes a nice catch. I'd never catch this in a million years.
Take another look at the touchdown run. Basilpizio putting it all on the line. Diving for the goal line. Big Red finds some red. And now within 3.
There's no quit. There's no quit in either one of these teams, though. This last 3:44 is going to be pretty exciting. Nick, I mean, here comes. Well, now you've got to almost feel like Brown needs to go with what brought him. You know, they've had these big pass plays. I don't think they can just try to. You know, they're 3 points. They're 3 points ahead. Cornell can't kick a field goal to save their life, not because of the kickers are hurt, whatever. So they're probably going to have to go for a touchdown no matter what. But Brown's going to have to loosen it up and start throwing that ball.
Garrett Basilpizio up to 232 yards through the air today. Adding another 70 on the ground with that touchdown run. And Cornell not going away. And fitting for this series, last 4 meetings decided by 4 points, and that ball's loose. Cornell had a chance at it. Seal recovered. The kickoff took a Cornell bounce, and it looked like Braylon James, playing on special teams, came within inches of recovering that ball. Brown gets on it, and the Bears keep possession.
Had a Brown player just run by the ball.
Looked like he thought it was going out of bounds.
I thought so, you know. Okay, so here it is. Doesn't exactly give them a short field. You know, they're inside the 25, so that's what they would have had at the fair catch.
Three-point lead. Murphy starts the drive with a throw to the outside. Not much there for Foley, falling forward for a yard.
They run that play once today. That's been really kind of a go-to play for them, and Cornell has completely taken it away from them.
Still outside 3 minutes to go. Cornell has all 3 timeouts. Foley in motion again. Hand it off. Nowhere to go. Williamson off the edge. Childs got buried.
Holy cow. It just says, I'm just
Childs,
gonna.
the ball carrier.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna have the game of my life. How about that?
By Johnny Williamson.
Johnny Williamson does it again. And now 3rd and 13. Five tackles for Williamson today. Murphy pulls it out. Protected, taking a deep shot, looking Miller's way again, and he's got it!
That's what they did. That's where they're effective.
Solomon Miller.
Those launches.
Comes up huge.
Tackle made by Michael O'Keefe.
Cornell calls timeout. Oh, that's the 2-minute warning. 2-minute timeout.
Two-minute timeout. And when Brown needed a play, they go down the field again.
2-minute timeout. Cornell took a timeout. Timeout. Cornell. 2 minutes and 4 seconds on the game clock. 2:04, please. 2:04, please.
So Cornell will take their first timeout before the 2-minute timeout. 2:04 left to go, and Cornell had Brown at 3rd and 13. Defense that has played so well this year, played really well by and large today, especially in some of those critical situations. But that time, it's Murphy again on target deep to Solomon Miller.
So counterintuitive that the long ball is going to be the thing that you do best, the thing that your bread and butter play during the course of a game. That's exactly what they had that time.
166 yards for Miller this afternoon. First down. Brown keeps it on the ground.
Ball carried by Quentin Brown.
And Quentin Brown.
Tackle made by Braylon Howard.
With a good gain up first. Braylon Howard made the tackle. And we hit the 2-minute timeout. Brown trying to put this thing away. And Cornell give themselves a chance here in Ithaca.
Big Red fans, mark your calendars. Cornell football is back here at Shawful Field on Saturday, November 1st at 1 p.m. as your Big Red take on Princeton. Grab your tickets today at BigRedTickets.com and join us for another great day of Big Red football.
You just kind of know that he's going to get under it and he's going to catch
There's
it.
no better place to be than right here on the hill. And today, bet and catch all the action across Cornell athletics this weekend. From ticketed events to free admission games throughout campus, there's something for every Big Red fan. So your spirit, bring your friends, and spend the weekend cheering on the Big Red. Schedules, visit BigRedTickets.com or CornellBigRed.com.
James Murphy to Solomon Miller for 45. The key play of the game to this point, with the Bears facing a 3rd and 13 in their own territory and now trying to put this game away. 2nd and 6, 2-minute timeout. 2 timeouts remaining for the Big Red. Ty Pezza goes in motion. Handed off. Quentin Brown, not much room, trying to bounce it to the edge. Cornell immediately takes another timeout.
Keith Williams made the tackle.
Keith Williams making the tackle, and Matt would imagine that you're in 4-down territory again, potentially for Brown. Really, both of these teams struggling kicking the football, so likely 2 cracks at it if you're the Bears to try and put this game away.
Well, and here you are at this, you know, in a zone, in a region where you can't get Murphy to Miller for 40 yards because you're on the 30-yard line or 45 yards. I mean, it's, you know, this is where things, you know, I played in an offense like this once, the run and shoot. And, you know, we would get down within the 25 or 30-yard line, and we rarely score. I mean, we needed to score from 50 yards out because that's what we were throwing. We're throwing these deep bombs. So let's see what happens.
423 yards on the day for Murphy. Flip it to Miller, looking for blocks. Didn't get any. Cornell's defense holds the edge.
From James Murphy.
No gain for Miller, now 4th and 6.
Raymond Barnes made the tackle.
Cornell takes their final timeout, and it comes down to this play.
Referee is doing a pretty good job of making sure when those timeouts are taken so that the proper amount of time is left on the clock. So if you're Brown, Nick, you run it, say, okay, this is going to take as much time. Now, the thing is, they aren't going to take any time off the clock.
No, 4th down, got to throw.
So
would think.
Seems to me like you're going to, that would probably be the move. Again, this is not their zone. This is not their place where they're the most potent in the passing game.
Murphy is thrown for 423 today on 4th and 6 to try and win it. Murphy throws. It is caught by Pezza. Did he get to the marker? No. Big Red still breathing with a 4th down stop. 1:44 left and a chance to go tie it or win it.
Well, there you go. Got just far enough to not get it.
And it felt like the Cornell secondary converged to push Pezza back, make sure he didn't get to that marker. 6'4", 225, tough to do, but they held him off.
They did. Now there's no timeouts. This is, every team runs, you know, many minutes of two-minute drill. You know, what if you have no timeouts? You're on the 15. When you have no timeouts, you're on the 25.
Drive starts from the 26. Empty set for Basilpizio. Easy pitch and catch. He's got Kurtz out across the 40 to begin the drive.
All but 3 players were trying to bring Kurtz down. All but 3 Brown players. They still didn't get him on the ground. I mean, he's pumping pure adrenaline right now. I'm telling you what. Kurtz could be the key to this last minute, 30 seconds.
3rd career start for Basilpizio, leading the 2-minute drill, has pitch inside the 40. Back-to-back completions, and Cornell immediately inside Brown territory.
Then you get a Cleveland kid once in a while. Tough kids come from Cleveland. One of my favorite places we ever lived.
Back-to-back chunk throws for Garrett Basilpizio. 247 yards on his day. Blitz coming from Brown. He got it out quickly. That time Too high for Matheson pitch.
A little too high for Matt.
It's incomplete.
Still plenty of time for Cornell. Fell behind 2 scores with 10 minutes to go. Had a couple opportunities, couldn't cash in. Basil Pizio finding the end zone with his legs. Just outside 5 minutes to go. They get the 4th down stop. And now a chance to go tie it or win it. Basil Pizio over the middle. He's got another man, Ryan Matulovic,
Guess who's back?
for a first down.
Guess who's back?
Good to see him back in and making a play after he took a huge shot in a play that seems to have woken up Cornell. First down. Basil Pizio checks it down. Got his running back. McAuliffe breaks a tackle. He's inside the 10. Cornell's got it first and goal.
Timeout, Brown.
Bears will use a timeout. They're down to 1.
Second short, Brown. We scored 103 on the game clock. 103.
And it's another fitting installment, meeting 72 between Brown and Cornell. Last 4 meetings decided by 4 or less. Cornell looking for a second straight win. Both teams looking to get on the board in Ivy play, and the Big Red doing just enough to hang around and now have a chance to go win it.
So, kicking, a field goal is really probably not an option for Cornell right now. So they're going to live or die by getting into that end zone.
Cornell has come alive in the second half. Run it with McAuliffe. Nothing doing. Pat O'Neill brought him down.
Brown had that red.
30 final charge time, go to half. Brown, 30 seconds.
Brown calls timeout.
In the backfield by Pat O'Neill.
So Bears will use their final timeout. Lost at 2. Going to use a timeout because this is the game for Cornell if they can't hit a field goal or get it into the end zone. And Brown, either way, would want some time preserved on the other end to try and decide what they'd want to do.
What's interesting is you have absolutely no one kicking into the net for Cornell. You got a couple guys practicing snaps and holds, but
Kickers.
I love them.
Second and goal from the 8. Basil Pizio. Protection holds up, floats, said Kurtz, and it's incomplete.
The pass from Gary Basil Pizio is
And it's tight end open.
It's incomplete.
A chance for the go-ahead touchdown off target.
John Purdue on the cover.
What you can say there, wide open.
Third and goal.
I have to believe they're going to do something with Kurtz right now.
Basil Pizio up to 300 yards. Protection holds up, goes over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The pass from Gary
Looking for John McAuliffe,
McAuliffe.
and it's through his hands. Would have been shy of the goal line anyway. And on 4th and 8, 49 seconds to go, Cornell does not have much of a choice but to try and tie this up.
25-yard field goal.
Jonathan Roost. Hit a 32-yarder against Bucknell, a guy who just started kicking a football in September. Field goal up, and it is good. 17 all with 46 seconds to go.
You know, I mean, you'd think that's just a gimme. But you got this guy from Perth, Australia, just saw football, right? I mean, this year. So tied game. Oldham going to overtime. That's what Cornell's got to be thinking. Brown, on the other hand, they're going to be swinging for the fence. Why wouldn't they? Cornell has not stopped the deep ball.
Yeah, both teams out of timeouts. Yeah. So 46 seconds to go for Brown in this situation. Of course, bears mentioning the same kicking issues that Cornell has had with some range applied to Brown as well. Drew Crabtree hit his season long this afternoon from 37, also missed from 37. James Perry not comfortable going to 39. So feel like Brown's got to at least reach the 20-yard line or so to think about attempting a game-winning field goal.
For Brown, Najai Rahman.
Will Buck kicks it away. Solomon Miller waves fair catch.
Solomon Miller.
The round drive will start at the 25. Back and forth between a pair of Ivy League rivals. Both teams looking for their first Ivy win of the year, and won't come easy for either side.
Well, I mean, both teams have had an opportunity to put more points on the board. Nick, I mean, Cornell's, of course, we've watched them. And the latest one being not putting it in the end zone here. But, you know, there's an important word in football called resiliency. You know? And it's like, okay, how many times are you going to get up? Well, I'm going to get up one more time and I get knocked down. And both of these teams are showing that right now.
From the 25, Murphy has all day and has to check it down to Childs, who scoots out of bounds.
Pass is complete from Murphy to Matt Childs.
Gain of a yard.
Chased out of bounds by Ben Sahaki.
Brown at Penn next weekend. Be a Friday game. ESPNU. Cornell takes on Princeton next week. Murphy, pressure, goes down. James Reinbold lives in the backfield.
Reinbold's been close.
James Murphy.
He's been close all day. He finally got there.
No timeouts after the sack, 3rd and 17. And it looks like Brown is going to settle for overtime.
They will. No need to try to put another one up with the idea that Cornell could intercept it. So here we go.
At the end of the fourth quarter, the score Cornell 17, Brown 17.
So how many total yards are there, Dick?
Heading to overtime, a lot.
Yeah, a lot. And we got
Brown 458, Cornell 453.
Deep math tells me there's 34 points on the board. You know, so this has been an interesting game. You know, people have gotten their money's worth. Trustees are here. You see the trustees in the stands. They've gotten their money's worth.
I picked a good game to come to.
That's right. That's right. So this is going to be, you know, I mean, the way that overtimes go. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. Just going to kind of wait for this to happen. See Coach Swanstrom getting all his players around him. He likes to get them close. Does this a lot. Brings them in. Reinhold's getting his finger reattached.
Two teams that have played so many close games over the last few years. Series dating back to November of 1895. That was 2 years before John Heisman started at Brown. X-rays were discovered in 1895 too, by the way.
Man, look at you and your X-ray. That's nice. Thank you very much.
That's how long these two schools have been doing at it. Ancient 8 living up to the name there. But both sides looking to get on the board in Ivy play, needing overtime to decide it.
So there's nothing that hurts so bad now you're not going to go out there. Quarterback Murphy.
Captain, great game. Great game. In overtime. There is no deferring. You do offense, defense, or defend the goal. Okay? Same coin, similar coin. Heads, tails. Tails? Heads. What's your call? Tails. It is heads. You've won the toss. You're going defense. Which goal which you want to play at? Okay. So, Mr. Bashir. Cornell is a toss. It will defer the north end. Brown will be on offense.
All right, there you have it from our referee, Todd Boyd. Cornell will start on defense. The Brown offense back to work. And two teams that will need overtime to decide it. First OT, you play straight up. Second and third overtimes require offenses to go for two after scoring touchdowns, and then it's 2-point conversions the rest of the way if we get there.
Well, Nick, I hate to keep saying it, but this is a tough region for this Brown offense. I watch him throw one right in the end zone. But this is not where they're at their best from the 25 in.
Childs Goats in motion. Murphy. Pump fake, now a shot to the end zone. It is incomplete. Looking for Trevor Foley, who had a highlight reel grab on the opening drive of the day, nearly came up with another.
So they're not exactly rich in kicking talent either. So they're going to want to get something that they're going to get something on the board, I would imagine.
Murphy on the move, slides it out. Ty Pezza catch and run. He's inside the 10, and he's into the end zone.
That's a great play.
Ty Pezza for 6 for a second time today. Brown strikes first in the overtime. Drew Crabtree on for the extra point.
Malcolm Flynn is the holder. Drew Crabtree takes the conversion.
And it is good.
The kick is good. The score Brown 24, Cornell 17.
So Cornell will take over down a touchdown. Have 4 downs at their disposal. Know they'll need a score. And take another look at the touchdown to Pezza. Motioned across, wide open, and he did the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, he's had a good day. Okay, the Cornell offense takes over. They haven't exactly torn up the red zone, but they do have an offense that's a little more conducive to those lengths.
Play fake. Basilpizio out on the edge. Throws back over the middle. Knocked away. Elias Archie, the all-Ivy defensive back, broke it up, looking for Ryder Kurtz.
He and Kurtz have had one connection, but just haven't quite, they've just been a little bit out of sync.
Second down. Basilpizio steps up, looks to take off, brought down from behind. Ike Odemegwu again.
Ike Odemegwu with the sack of Garrett Basilpizio.
3rd and 13.
Made his decision a little bit late.
Basilpizio right back, throws over the middle, caught by Kurtz inside the 5 and just shy of the goal line. Talk about threading the needle to move the chains.
That was a connection. We were talking about them not connecting all that well today, but that was a definite connection. Now they've got 4 downs to put it in the end zone.
1st and goal at the 2. Basilpizio hands it off. Triplet into the end zone for the touchdown.
Would not surprise me to see Dan Stansford go for this. No, he's going to kick it.
Touchdown, Cornell.
Let the guy from Perth get your extra point for you.
So Jonathan Roost on to attempt a game-tying extra point. No pressure for a guy who just started kicking. PAT is up, and it is good. 24-all after the first overtime.
All right. So both teams have held serve, so to speak. Triplet. Boom.
And now Cornell's offense will stay on the field to start OT number 2.
Changing the ends of the field.
Matt, are you surprised that Dan Swanstrom didn't go for 2? I am.
I bet you he thought about it.
Yeah.
But with Roost making that field goal, I think that played a big part in him going for it. It's like, all right, because you're kind of saying something to him. If you go for 2, yeah, it's a gutsy move, but you're also kind of saying something to your kicker today, And now Roost is, now he's kind of got it right. So I think now if Swanstrom has to go for a field goal, I believe he will. Just because his guy's got a little juice.
And what a throw by Garrett Basilpizio on 3rd and long to Ryder Kurtz to set it all up.
Good catch, too. Brought it down, almost got it in the end zone.
Basilpizio up to 326 on the day. Can Cornell's offense create a little more magic? Throw to the outside. Brendan Lee getting a block from pitch, and he's inside the 20.
The pass is complete from Garrett Basilpizio to Brendan Lee.
That little screen is something that Cornell runs well. It's the one that kind of the one that Brown's been trying to run. It's getting kind of jammed in their face.
Night and day different for this Cornell offense. Second half and into overtime. Found a little more rhythm. From the pistol, Basilpizio thought about pulling it out. He does. Somehow hung onto the ball and fell forward. Right at the first down marker. That was not clean.
was knocked.
Tackle made by John.
But he is close to a first down.
He's going to know he played a football game.
Like some indecision. Again, working with a young player in the backfield and Jordan Triplett. McAuliffe in there as well. A lot of inexperience on this Cornell offense. Playing in a big situation. 3rd and 1. Lee goes in motion. Basilpizio tries the quarterback sneak. And on first look, he's got enough.
You know, last couple weeks, he's been doing this thing where he kind of takes a look around and trying to find a place. He just ducked right behind Kevin Maw there, and Kevin just took him across.
Fresh set of downs for the Big Red.
Kurtz Lee and pitch to the left.
Top of the 2nd inning here in overtime. Basilpizio, pressure coming, got rid of it. Got his check down to McAuliffe, and he's inside the 10. Another good decision by the junior quarterback. Saw the blitz, got it out, 7-yard gain.
You can still get a first down without getting a touchdown.
Basilpizio throws it to his back again. McAuliffe's got it, and he's just short of the goal line. Enough for a first. 1st and goal at the 1.
I thought he might have had enough to get in the end zone. Actually, good play.
Stop made by Matt Smallov.
Out there by Smallov.
Cornell has not led this afternoon. That can change with a yard. Basilpizio hands it off. Triplett bounces and gets in. Jordan Triplett touchdown. Cornell on top for the first time today.
McAuliffe is more of a slasher. He's gonna and really good at it. Triplett looks for that seam. That time that seam is outside. And this is no surprise, right? We have
Big Red have to go for 2 here.
We have to go for 2. So
what an afternoon between a pair of Ivy League rivals looking to get on the board in conference play.
Cornell. 30-second timeout.
Cornell will take a timeout. Seem to be dead to rights. About 10 minutes to go in this game, down by a couple scores. But finding a way down the stretch to get into the end zone. Garrett Basilpizio with a touchdown run. Then late in the game, Jonathan Roos tied it up with a field goal. 2 teams trading touchdowns and extra points, which is not a given in the first OT. Cornell taking the lead here in the 2nd with the touchdown run by Triplett. And if you thought that the last 4 meetings were something you could just shove to the side, this is another close one between these 2 teams. Brown hitting a walk-off field goal last year in Providence to win it.
Pitch Kurtz and Lee, wide right.
Basilpizio on the roll.
Somebody being
looking
open.
For 2, dumped it off, and Triplett well short.
Okay.
So the Big Red get the touchdown, not the 2, and a 6-point lead. Now it's Brown's turn on offense here in the 2nd overtime.
They had a lot of guys in the pattern, so they had a lot of, conceivably had people to choose from. But Brown had that covered real well. So now the defense gets a chance to literally win the game. And that doesn't happen all that often. But that's the way this goes right now. Defense, you can win the game right now.
Murphy to start his second overtime drive. Dumps it off to Childs. Out of bounds after a gain of 4. Leading Ivy of the year. An injury that cropped up at the end of last week. In his share of plays, but Cornell has to be happy with how they've contained him today. Munoz in motion. Murphy. Outbreaking route. Right on target. Ty Pezza with a touchdown in OT1. Has a first down in OT2.
Stop made by Michael O'Keefe.
Hand off to Childs. Bounced it out. And that hole closing quickly. Gain of 3.
Tackled by Damon Barnes.
This is where everybody's thinking about winning their battle. And you beat the guy across from you and make a play.
Handoff, testing the edge. Quentin Brown brought down.
Quentin Brown, the ball carrier.
Lost a couple.
Damon
3rd and
Barnes.
6. Damon Barnes making a play.
These are the plays. These are the games. These are the plays that these guys on both sides of the ball remember the rest of their life.
3rd and 6. Pezza motions across. He's been the go-to guy today. Murphy looking for Foley. He's got him. Brought down at the 5. He's a yard short of the first down. 4th and 1.
You don't have any choice. You got to go for it. Line it up quick. Some kind of
direct snap. Childs moving forward. Depends on the spot. Did he get there?
I don't think they got it.
Shorts. Comeback complete. Cornell.
The game is not over. The game is not over. We're rolling on the field. The people short of the line of game. The previous plays under further review.
So we're going to look at this.
Right now, Cornell has their first Ivy win of the year.
Probably.
Of course, it will go to review. Get a look at the 3rd down catch. And then a direct snap to Matt Childs. Trying to find his way. Right now, he's short. Look at the 4th down. Tried to reach forward and extend that football. Just hard to imagine that there'd be a definitive angle. Cornell had not led all day until this second overtime. Trailed by 11 in the second half. And they are a review away from winning their second straight and grabbing their first Ivy win of the season.
And I mean, a win you could really build on. You talk about these guys, talk about Coach. There it is.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. The game is over.
And that tells the story.
The final score of today's game.
Big Red completed a big comeback. down 11. It took 2 overtimes, but a 1 in the win column in the Ivy League. 30-24, the final.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal for Cornell. You know, as this team builds, and as Coach talks about the process, and this is part of the process. And he says, you know, I don't care about results. I care about okay, fine. Don't worry about the result. Worry about the process. Here's a team now. 2 weeks ago couldn't really get out of their own way. I mean, it was tough, right? And so now they've got they've built some confidence. They've decided, you know what, we're a team that can win when the chips are down, and that's a big deal. And this Brown team, I'm gonna tell you what, this is a tough bunch. Murphy had a fantastic day. You know, several of these guys, offensive line played great. And it's a quality win for Cornell because that's a quality opponent. Brown is a quality opponent. So it's a big win for Cornell. It's a tough ride back to Providence for Brown. Cornell made almost the exact same ride last year, you know, after they lost there. So it'll be fun to see what these Cornell guys do next.
Cornell comes away with the comeback win. Garrett Basilpizio, 346 yards on the day through the air, adding another 70 on the ground with a touchdown run. James Murphy, 468 yards today, but it comes in a losing effort in a game that Cornell did not lead until overtime number 2. They get the stop on 4th and short, turning away. Matt Childs, the Ivy Rookie of the Year from a year ago, comes up a little bit shy, and Cornell's defense once again comes through with a big play to win it. That should just about wrap it up for us this afternoon. Are you not entertained? Cornell on the board in the Ivy League. They get to 1-2 with a 30-24 double overtime win here in Ithaca. Nick DeLuca, Matt Miller, our entire outstanding Cornell crew saying thanks so much for hanging out with us today here in Ithaca. Another close one in the series. Cornell comes out on top.